hello there, and hello and welcome into another season of Mariners Baseball. The Grand Lake Mariners will travel into Portland, Oregon today to take on the Rockets in one of two exhibition games. I'm Donovan Mann, your voice of the Mariners for the summer of 2018. Again, before the Mariners start off their 28th season as a club, they are the second longest running club in the Great Lakes Summer League. Only longest one is the Lima Locos. In this 28th season, they will kick it off with a couple exhibition games against the Portland Rockets. And this will be the first season under head coach Jacob Berkey, as he looks to make a name for himself in this league. We were waiting on the umpires to arrive, and I do believe some of them have arrived now. The Mariners will be wearing their blue jerseys with the green lettering and numbering and the white detailing and gray pants. The Rockets will be wearing their white home jerseys with the black lettering with gold or yellow accents and black sleeves as well. Let's go ahead and get you your starting lineups, as the Mariners are the away team. Of course, they will be batting at the top of the first once we get ready to get going. Starting off here in the very first game of the season, it will be Ryan Stacy, the center fielder, followed up by Jaron Morello, the designated hitter, and then the shortstop, Chris Meyer, in that third spot there. And then batting cleanup will be the first baseman, Jake McCaw. And then the catcher, Tyson Hayes, in the fifth spot. In the sixth spot will be Jaron Lovey in right field. And then on third base, it'll be Von Aker. And then batting eighth, the left fielder will be Hayden Cart, the left. And then the 9 spot will be Justin Diaz, the second baseman. Starting on the mound today for the Rockets, it'll be Mitch Waters. Behind him in the defense, doing the catching, will be the catcher, of course, Cody Krumloff. At first base, it will be Levy Long. At second base, it'll be Dustin Lewis. At third base, it'll be Rico Acosta. It'll be Zach Tanner at shortstop. Now in left field, it will be Tristan Becker. In center field, it will be Justin Green. And then in right field, it will be Jaden Henry. We are just getting ready to go underway here. Of course, if you follow the Mariners at all any closely, you do know that the Mariners were the second place team in the Great Lakes Summer League. They went to 3 games against the Lima Locos, but lost game 3. And they will be looking for some redemption this year. And they will be looking to see what they have in the team here in this exhibition game here today. Coach's meeting is happening at home plate right now. Of course, I did say the umpires just arrived about maybe a minute and a half ago. Rockets an interesting team here. They are already played a few games this season. They do not play in the Great Lakes Summer League. They are part of an Indiana league. They are 2-1 this season. Their first game was way back on May 24th. It was a 7:15 start on Carrington Field against the home team, Fort Wayne Jackers. And then they lost that one 13-2. Then they were supposed to have a game. Their first home game was supposed to be against the Indiana Bandits. However, that one got postponed. And then they did have their home opener. They won 5-3 against the Rico Royals, and then they also won 14-4 the kind of doubleheader in that one. Mariners, of course, have not played, but just a little bit about the history of the Mariners. They came to be in 1989, but they did not play until 1990 under the direction of their first skipper, which was the University of North Carolina assistant Mark Havlerson. They were part of an 8-team alliance known as the Great Lakes Summer Leagues that included Toledo, Bowling Green, Sandusky, Lima in the North Division, and then in the Southern Division, Columbus, Cincinnati, Muncie, and then, of course, Grand Lake from Salina, Ohio. They're just now announcing the lineups here. I only see 2 umpires, so we'll see how this gets to work here. And now we will pause for our national anthem. are back, and I do apologize. I said Portland, Oregon. This is actually Portland, Indiana. I'd like to thank my good friend for catching that. Thank you, Jacob. All right, we are just about ready to get some baseball going underway. The Rockets have taken their defensive position.
For today's game, behind the plate is Joey Solomuncy, and out on the field is Richard Stewart of Portland.
We get ready to go. Some warm-up pitches going on right now.
And those sweet treats. Also get your Rocket
I'd like to thank you all for tuning in for us for some Mariners baseball. Again, my name is Donovan Mann. I am the voice of the Grand Lake Mariners for this season. This is the first of 2 exhibition games before the start of their season. Tomorrow, there will be another game against these Rockets. This time it'll be from Montgomery Field, where the Mariners host these Portland Rockets. It'll be another about 7 o'clock start, 7:05 first pitch, depending on certain circumstances. And the weather does look clear here, and here in Portland it is sunny. The sun is actually starting to set. Some few wispy clouds in the sky, but nothing real good. Great evening for baseball. My location will be right down the third base line. I'm about halfway between home plate and third base. I can barely see some of parts of left field, but I will make do with what I've got here.
Facebook, this game is being streamed. If you go to Grand Lake Mariners on your internet source, you can.
As we get ready, just a couple more warm-up pitches here. Reminder that the lineup for you today will be Ryan Stacy, the center fielder, followed by Jared Morello, the DH, Chris Myers, the shortstop, Jake McCall, the first baseman, Tyson Hayes, the catcher, Jaron Lovely, the right fielder, Von Aker will be batting 7th. He is the third baseman, Hayden Cart, the left fielder, and then Justin Diaz, the second baseman, will be batting 9th. Here we go. It'll be Ryan Stacy. Again, he is the center fielder. We are getting ready for the first at-bat.
Leading off for the Mariners is number 36, Ryan Stacy.
He does wear number 36. Left-handed batter against the righty pitcher. We get the official and play ball. Here comes the windup, the pitch. Swing and a miss.
First pitch is 7:08.
0-1. We wait. Gets his sign. And wind up. Here comes the pitch. This one will be a little bit hauled. Ball 1, so 1-1 you count. 1-1 your count. Gets the sign. It's ready to deliver. Here it comes. And this one will be outside. 2-1 your count. Delivery. Sets at the letters. Here he comes. Swing and a miss to make it 2-2. The count is tied at 2-2. He waits. He gets his sign he likes. He sets, delivers. And this one will be strike 3 called. He goes down looking to record the first out of the game. Here in the top of the first, that'll bring up Jared Morello, the designated hitter, wearing number 48. Morello, 6'1", listed as an outfield as we got ball 1 here. But he plays DH at this moment. He went to high school at Hoosick Valley High, which is located in Valley Falls, New York. And this one will come off the bat on the right to the first baseman, though, and so that will be the second out. So an unassisted to the third baseman.
Number 40, Chris Myers.
And this will bring up Chris Meyer, number 40. The shortstop in the 3-hole today. 6'3" from Miamisburg, Ohio. He goes to Toledo. He's a sophomore, and he studies business at Toledo. He looks at a ball outside. Oh, nope, they will call this a strike, actually. It's a little bit of a delayed reaction from the umpire when he calls a strike. Almost like a beat. You know, there's some out there that just call it instantly. Here comes the second one. This one will be called a little bit low and outside. 1 and 1 the count. Gets the sign he likes. Here comes the delivery from the starting pitcher. Here it comes. Again, that starting pitcher is Mitch Waters, right-handed. Strike 2, 1 and 2 the count now. And now Myers is down in the count. Correction, it's actually 2 and 2. Here comes the delivery outside. Myers will now be looking to become the first base runner of the game for the Mariners. It is only the top of the first. Here comes the delivery from Waters. Comes, and this one will be strike 3 called. He goes down looking, and so it'll be a 1-2-3 inning, including 2 strikeouts looking here for the Rockets. And we will head to the bottom of the first right after a brief break. You're listening to Grand Lake Mariners Baseball right here on YouTube.
Let's compete.
Hello and welcome back to Mariners Baseball here on YouTube. I'm Donovan Mann, the voice of the Mariners for this summer. Your starting pitcher will be the right-hander Tommy Simer for the Mariners here in this first exhibition game of the summer of 2018. We'll go ahead and set the defense once again behind him. It'll be the catcher will be Hayes. That is Tyson Hayes. And then number 3 will be McCall at the 3 spot, first baseman. At second base, it will be Justin Diaz. At third base, it will be Von Aker. Then at shortstop, it'll be Chris Myers. Now going left to right across the field here. In left field, it'll be Hayden Cart. Then in center field, it will be Ryan Stacy. And then Jaron Lovey will be the right fielder. The first 3 of the order, it will be Dustin Lewis, the second baseman, followed by Krumloff, the catcher, and then the shortstop, Zach Tanner, for the Rockets.
Leading off for your Portland Rockets is number 5, Dustin Lewis.
So Dustin Lewis, left-handed. Here comes Simer, will deliver. This one will be a little bit high and outside for ball 1, 1-0. Here comes the delivery. Strike 1, so 1-1. Tommy Simer from Liberty Township, Ohio, goes to Bluffington College. He's a junior. He attended Locata East High School. And this one will be high and outside for 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. Dustin Lewis, the second baseman. As we get the delivery here now from Simer. This one will be fouled back. Straight back into the catch fence, and so now we've got 2-2. Again, the Mariners in their blue jerseys with green lettering and numbering, and then they have the gray pants on with a blue stripe down. This one will be high and outside. It'll be 3-2. We've got a loaded count. Simer will be looking to get the first out for the Mariners this season as he delivers. This one will be fouled back into the catch fence, and so we will see another 3-2 pitch here from Simer. We wait, set, deliver, and he will draw a walk. So Dustin Lewis will be the first base runner here, and he will also be the first batter that Simer faced.
Now batting number 46, Cody Krumloff.
That'll be Cody Krumloff, the catcher now to come up. You know, catchers usually don't bat second, but clearly they've got some confidence in his bat if he will be batting second. Here comes the delivery from Simer. This one will be a little bit low and inside. Ball 1. I did learn that I believe I heard that the Portland Rockets only got 11 members of their team to show up today, as they are an amateur team out here, just a bunch of guys coming out playing baseball, having fun, you know. A lot of them do work as well, including second and third shifts, so they get who they can get to come out and have some fun. Cody Krumloff, he does play catcher primarily, also plays some infield, as we have a check throw back here to first, and coming back in time will be Dustin Lewis. Simon will now look for his sign.
Come on, Crumb Dog, here we go. Little job here.
He looks, he sets, delivers, and this one will be just a little bit inside, maybe just a little bit high. So it'll be 2-1 the count here. Krumloff went to Earlham. That's where they have him listed going to college. A big swing and a miss from Krumloff to make it 2-2 the count now. And Seimer will be trying to work himself here to get that first out of the exhibition season here for the Mariners. Here comes the delivery, the set, the throw. And this one will be just a little bit inside. So it'll be a loaded count, 3-2. Second loaded count here for Seimer as well. Krumloff liking what he's seeing, likes what he sees. Here comes the swing, and this one will go right to the second baseman for a double play. So it looks like it will be a 4-3 double play, as taking good care of it right there was the second baseman.
Now batting number 22,
Diaz.
Zach Tanner.
And so that'll bring up Zach Tanner now with nobody on, 2 outs. Zach Tanner, the shortstop today, also wearing number 22. Here comes Seismer's deliver, and this one will be fouled straight back and up. I believe it also left the fence, so now 0-1.
Return to the dugouts this evening.
0-1 your count now here, and Seismer is ahead. Here comes the set, the delivery. And this one will be high for ball 1. 1-1 your count now, Seismer. Having a little bit hard time with his command today. Just having a hard time finding that strike zone, but it is early. He can still find himself. This one gets ripped out into right field, trying to make a play, but it will get down for at least 1. He's going to try for 2. Here comes the throw from the right fielder, and it'll be a stand-up double here. Lovely tried to get to it, but just couldn't get to it in time as it got right around.
Now batting number 7,
So that'll be
Mitch
a 2-out
Waters.
double here for Tanner. Mitch Waters now will come up. He is also the pitcher today. They are not playing a DH today, just trying to use their guys sparingly. As I did mention, they only had 11 of their players come out to the park today. Mitch Waters will try to keep this inning going with a base runner in scoring position and 2 outs. This one's going to be low for ball 1. 1-0 your count here from Seimer. Seimer having a hard time in this first inning. But again, this is just the exhibition game, just trying to catch himself, trying to see what he can get, what he has here. And this one will be low and outside for ball 2, 2-0. Important here for Seimer not to let this inning get to him too much. Kind of shake it off here once he can get himself out of the inning. There is no action in the bullpen, as there need to be. And this one, I believe, will be a hit by pitch. So he'll put his man on first after hitting him, and now the umpire is going to go have a conversation with him.
Ladies and gentlemen,
So that will bring up
it
the
is
left
a
fielder,
nice,
Tristan
lovely day here at Runkle
Becker.
Miller Field. We want to remind you that the Rocket Lunching Pad has burgers today. They are now available. It's $2 for
After the
plain,
conversation now here
$2.25
is
with
over.
cheese. They also have hot dog, popcorn, and more. Now
Conversation
batting for
is
the Rockets
over.
is number 26,
Seimer
Tristan
will take.
Becker.
The umpire will dust off the plate just a little bit. Of course, this will bring up the left fielder, Becker. Tristan Becker. He went to Wright State Lake Campus, which is actually located right next to Salina, Ohio.
But he got away from it.
Here comes the delivery. And this one will be on the outside of the plate. Strike one called, 0-1.
Hey, what do you say, Tris? Base hit here, Kip. Hey, big
Simer
knock.
looks, gets his sign, sets at his hat, and now delivers.
Yeah,
And
boy.
he's going to hit this.
Do it again. Here we go. Hey, you on time right
And
here.
he's going to go ahead and end up hitting Becker as well. So back to back. And now we've got bases loaded.
Catch.
Here, and this will bring up Justin Green.
Now batting number 6.
I mentioned that
Justin
Simer was
Green.
having a little bit of control issues, but it just seems to get worse, maybe a little bit of frustration. And so that'll bring, of course, bring up center fielder Justin Green, wearing number 6 on his jersey. He went to Ivy Tech. Sizemore will check, now sets, delivers. This one will be cracked off the bat, but will go foul. When I have to see these balls ripped down left field, I've got to look out the window. I got to stick my entire head out the window in order to see down left field. My vision gets cut off right about where the grass starts for the outfield.
Hey, start us up here. What do you say, Green?
Simer sets, looks. Here comes the delivery. And this one will be low and outside. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here. Bases are loaded. And of course it is Justin Green. He cracks this one off the back into left field, trying to make a play. Cannot make the diving catch. So this will score at least 2. Here comes the man from first running around. Nope, he will stop at third.
Hey, nice hit. Boy.
So it'll be a 2 out, 2 RBI single here
There we go. Hey, boy.
for Justin Green. It'll bring up Rico
Now batting
Acosta.
number 2, Rico Acosta.
Hey, nice throw, Green.
So now your score is 2-0 here in the bottom of the first. Here in Sizemore, not liking what he's seeing here in his first outing of the 2018 summer.
Go, Rico.
Man at the corners, and that'll bring Rico Acosta, the third baseman, up. He's wearing a stylish helmet here with white kind of designs, almost like a football. Strike 1 is called. He's got like white around the ears, white going from the back of his head to the front, but the black is the base. Throwing back to first here to check. Gets back in time. And on first base, that is Justin Green, who just delivered the 2 out, 2 RBI single. Here comes the delivery. Swing and a miss here by Acosta. So it'll be 0-2 the count now. 2 outs, 2-0 your score. Men at the corners. Simer will look, check, waves off the first pitch, likes what he sees with the second sign, gets ready, delivers. This one will be high. One ball, 2 strikes. Acosta could really open up this inning with a decent hit here. Of course, it is an outfielder on first base. This one will be high and inside. 2-2 now the count here. Good patient at bat here for Rico Acosta. Simer sets, delivers. This one will be fouled back and out of play. So we'll do it again, 2-2. Still the count. 2-0 is your score here in the bottom of the first. Simer trying to limit the damage to just 2 runs here. There is no action yet in the bullpen for the Mariners. Here comes the set deliver. This one will be low. So 3-2, we've got another loaded count here in the bottom of the first.
No hold.
Sets, delivers here from Simer. Runner is going from first. This one will be right up to the third baseman, thrown over to first to get the 3rd out of the inning. So it'll be 5-3 to get the out. And we will head to the top of the second with the score. 2-0 in favor of the Portland Rockets. We'll be right back. We are back here with some more Mariners baseball. The Mariners look to come back after letting up 2 runs in the bottom of the first. There were 2 runs scored on 2 hits and 2 left on base. No errors recorded in the bottom of the first. And they will, of course, be facing the started right-hander Mitch Waters, who's already gone 1 inning here today, and he went a perfect 1-2-3 inning, including 2 strikeouts in which he caught them looking. For Mariners here, even though I know these are just 2 exhibition games, they won't count against their record when trying to make the playoffs. But it is still important for them if they want to try here to just get themselves into a good mindset when they have to play the Richmond Jazz starting on Saturday and Sunday, and those, of course, will be 2 home games. The Saturday game will start at 7, and 4 will be the start of the Sunday game. Of course, here comes now the first baseman, Jake McCall. Here comes the delivery from Waters. Right down the plate for strike 1, looking. 0-1 now your count here in the top of the second. Set, deliver here from Waters. And this will be strike 2, looking as it catches the outside of the plate. Waters doing a very good job of throwing strikes today. Here comes set, delivery. Swing and a miss. Catches him on a 1-2-3. 3 straight pitches is all it took for Jake McCall. He did go out swinging.
Now batting number 16, Tyson Hayes.
And this will bring up Tyson Hayes, number 16, the catcher. Comes set, delivery. This one will be low for ball 1, 1-0. Of course, Tyson Hayes, catcher. I already mentioned that, from Aurora, Colorado. He attends Illinois State. Here comes the delivery. And this will be inside, 2-0 now the count. He's a sophomore. He'll be entering his sophomore season there. He's a construction management major from he attended Grandview High. He did not appear this past season. And this will be strike called, so 2-1 now the count. He did not appear here in college this season and as a freshman, but he was a 2-year starter in high school, batting .471 with an on-base percentage of .260. He'll swing and a miss. Not a bad little cut there. He was up 3, but now it is 3-2, full count. Gotta be a little bit smarter now at the plate. Mariners sure could use some energy. Here comes the set, delivery. He'll foul this one right straight down. It'll bounce off the plate and into the third base dugout right below me. Hayes was a first-team All-League as a junior in high school and also as a senior. Here comes the delivery here from Waters. This will be once again fouled right at us here in the third base dugout. These will get some airtime when they bounce too. The cameraman and the PA announcer here both are trying to catch them because they could possibly get a good bounce and just land right in the window. Here comes the set delivery. Once again, the count is 3-2. And this one will be cracked down the line, and it will be... They will call it foul. It was right on the line, pretty decently hit. Just put it a little bit too much down that line. So once again, it'll be the full count of 3-2 here. 1 out. 2-0 is your score in favor of the home team Rockets. Here comes the delivery. This one will be popped straight up, and looks like the catcher Krumloff will have a play on it, but it will land down as both he and the first baseman almost run into the electrical pole that is out there inside the field. They both ended up running behind it and just decided to let the ball drop safely. And so once again, we'll do it 3-2 here as Hayes will put up a little bit of a struggle here, make Waters work for the first time. Here comes the delivery from Waters. This one will be cracked off the bat. Looks like it's going to cut foul, but trying to make a play. And he will make the play in foul territory. The left fielder, that was Becker, made a great play in foul territory. I had to reach my head out the window. That's how far that ball went. So that'll bring up Jaron Lovely, the right fielder. the 6 hitter in this lineup. And this will be strike 1, catching the outside of the plate. 0-1 the count. This one will be low and outside. 1-1 now your count. 2-0 your score here in favor of the Rockets. Rockets again, they're wearing their home whites with black sleeves and black lettering. Outside, ball 2, 2-1. Mariners down 2. 2-1 the count though. Here comes the delivery. And this will be 3-1 now the count. 2 out here in the inning here for Jaron Lovely, the right fielder, trying to make something happen, just trying to keep an inning possibly alive here for the Mariners. And he will become the first base runner here as ball 4. He'll look at a pitch high and outside. 5'10" from Eaton Rapids, Michigan. Attended Alma College. He's a sophomore there, also attended. He had 42 appearances this past season, ball 1 called. 1-0 the count. He hit .284 this past season with an on-base percentage of .370 in college. That, of course, was as a freshman. Good playing time there for a freshman at Alma College. 1-0 your count. Here comes set delivery. Throw back to first. He gets back in time after the delivery. 2-0 is your count. Or correction, 1-1 is your count. Lights have come on here as the sun continues to set. This one will be cracked off the bat but go foul down the third baseline. 1-2 now the count. And now behind is Aker. Trying to keep the inning alive here for the Mariners and trying to get something going, really. Only one base runner, and that was, of course, the walk to Jaron Lovely just a batter ago. Waters will set. Here comes the delivery. And this one will be outside, check swing, holds up.
So 2-2.
Now the count, 2 outs here in the top of the second. Right-handed batter against right-handed pitcher. And that'll be a called strike 3, so already 4 strikeouts here now in the day for Waters, and we will head to the bottom of the second. In this inning, there were no runs scored on no hits, no errors, and a man left on base. We will be right back here with more Mariners baseball as we head to the bottom of the second. Coming out to pitch again will be the right-hander, Seimer. We will be right back. Hello, welcome back out to Portland, Oregon here. Donovan Mann, the voice of the Grand Lake Mariners, getting ready to bring you the bottom of the second here as the Portland Rockets hold a 2-0 lead over the Grand Lake Mariners. Here it'll be once 1-2. Coming back out to pitch again will be Tommy Seimer. He did go 1 inning, already let up a couple of runs. He will deliver a first ball low and outside. We do have some action going on in the bullpen. Can't quite catch who that is because of how far away it is, but we will let you know once we get more intel. 2 balls, no strikes. Here's another low and outside pitch. Leading off here for the Rockets, it is Jaden Henry, followed by Levy Long, the first baseman, and then the top of the order is due up after that with Dustin Lewis, third scheduled up. 3 balls, no strikes now here. Once again, the control issues continue to go on for Tommy Seimer, the right-handed pitcher. Here comes the set, the delivery. This one will be high and outside, so he'll walk him on 4 straight pitches. This will bring up Levy Long, the first baseman. And we're going to have a
Now
meeting
batting
on the
number
mound
21,
here.
Levi Long.
Be Levi Long to do up, but we'll have a
Ladies
meeting on
and
the mound
gentlemen,
here.
make sure you get your 50-50 raffle tickets. It is a $1
Be the
for one
catcher and
ticket
then
or
head
$5
coach
for
Schickelberg.
6. Make sure you get your raffle tickets to get your chance to take home some cash here from Rumble Miller Field.
We do have a right-hander up, I did already mention, in the bullpen here for the Mariners. They're going to give Simer a little bit more time to, perhaps just buying time for that righty to warm up out in the bullpen. Number 9 hitter, Levi Long. After the batter before him was walked, Jaden Henry. It is 2-0 here in the bottom of the second in favor of the Rockets. Looks, gets his sign, sets, delivers. And this one will be popped straight up, or straight out of play, past the practice batting cages that they've got down the first baseline on the other side of a gravel road, gravel walkway, I should say. Check back here to first. 0-1 is the count. Simer sets. He delivers. This one will be high and inside, so 1-1 the count. Simer did hit two batters back to back, actually, in the bottom of the first. Mentioned those command issues he's been having today. Here comes a set delivery. This one will be inside as well, so 2-1 now the count.
Come on now, Levi.
Levi Long, first baseman, trying to get another base runner here for his team. Here comes a set delivery. This one will be high, right about face level too. 3-1 now the count.
Here we go. Here comes pitch.
Simer looks in. He'll set. He delivers. Swing and a miss. With 3-1 though, you'll take that swing and a miss. He took a big hack at it though. Only came up with some dust and air though. 3-2 now as the count is loaded. Base runner on first, Henry. Gets ready, takes a step, and so now we'll have another walk here recorded to Simer, and the inning will go with still no outs. Back-to-back walks of Henry and Long, and we will head to the top of the order with Justin Lewis due up.
Now batting number 5, Dustin Lewis.
Dustin Lewis, where's number 5?
The belt is the butt.
And they will go ahead and make the call to the bullpen. Coming up will be number 45, right-hander.
That you can do that with me anytime.
He'll get his warm-up pitches here. We will talk about the new pitcher when we come back. You're listening to Grand Lake Mariners Baseball right here on YouTube. Hello, welcome back out to Portland, Oregon. The new pitcher is Joshua Riggs, number 45. He's a right-hander, 6'5" from Irons, Michigan. Also attends Alma College.
For the Mariners is number 45,
He attended
Joshua
Brethren
Riggs.
High School. He had 12 starts in college, pitched a total of 68 1/3 inning. He'll be coming up to face the top of the order
Batting for the Rockets
of
from
Dustin
Vidalia, Ohio
Lewis,
is Dustin Lewis.
with a man on second and a man on first. Both walked and both responsible there for Tommy Seimer, who will finish the day with only 1 inning completely pitched. This one will be bunted. The only play is at first, so the runners will advance to second and third, and a sac bunt here for Dustin Lewis. He will be the first out.
From Auburn, Indiana.
This
Now
will bring
batting
up
number
Cody. This will bring up
Krumloff.
Cody Krumloff, the catcher, the second hitter in the lineup. He grounded into a double play in his first time up in the bottom of the first. Here comes the set delivery. Strike one. Riggs is a junior at Alma College with some experience. He has a 3.82 ERA this past season. This will be strike two. 0-2 now the count with 1 out. Still 2-0. Man on second, man on third. Here comes the set delivery. And this one will be fouled straight into the Mariners dugout as the coach and assistant coach both had to duck and get out of the way of that one as it literally headed right towards Coach Burke's head. Almost punctured a hole in the water jug over there. Here comes the set delivery from Riggs. This one will be flown and cut foul. So 0-2 still the count. We wait for the catcher. He had to reset himself. Hayes. Riggs looks, sets, delivers, swing and a miss, but they're going to say it was foul tipped. So the inning will continue with still 0-2. Rather this at bat, we only do have 1 out in this inning. The starter Seimer only went 1 inning. He is still responsible though for the man on second, man on third. And those will go to his total. Here comes a set delivery. This one will be low and in the dirt for ball one. 1-2 now the count here. Riggs working with with a little bit of a tempo here. Right-hander from Michigan. Where's number 45? Sets, delivers. And this one will be swing and a miss. And so the first strikeout here for Mariners pitching on the day.
What do you think?
So now there are 2 outs here in
Now
the
batting
bottom
for
of the second.
Yorktown, number 22.
Yeah, Rick's showing that he's not
Banner.
having any command issues here today. And this will, of course, bring up the shortstop, Zach Banner. He had a double in his first at-bat. It was a 2-out double after the double play from Krumloff. Here comes the set delivery. It'll be low. It'll be ball 1. 1-0 still the 1-0 now the count. Man on second, man on third. Here comes the set delivery from Riggs. This one will be high and outside for ball 2. Riggs will kick around the dirt here, get himself a little bit more comfortable on the mound, get his footing a little bit better. He sets, he receives his sign, now he sets at the face. Sets, delivers very quickly. This one will be very high for 3-0. 3-0. The count, 3-0. Here comes the set. The delivery from Riggs. Strike one. Had to throw him a strike with the 3-0 count. Now it's 3-1. Certainly doesn't want to load the bases. Here comes the set delivery. A big swing and miss here from the shortstop Tanner. And now it is 3-2 with a loaded count. Almost imagine they've got, probably will consider sending the runners here as Riggs sets, delivers. A big swing and he'll tip it back to keep his at-bat alive and the inning alive. 3-2 still the count, loaded. 2-0. Riggs looks for his sign, waves off the first, likes the second, set, goes down, delivers, and this one will be high and outside, so now we've got a bases loaded situation here in the bottom of the second with 2 outs, and this will bring
Now
up
batting from Portland, Indiana,
Mitch
is number
Waters,
7,
the
Mitch
pitcher.
Waters.
wearing number 7. That'll be the third walk issued in the inning. First 2 were issued by Seimer. He is responsible for the man on second and the man on first, and the man on second, man on third, and the man on first is charged here to Riggs. Here comes a set delivery. This one will be flown right out and foul down the first base line. Got a good swing on it, just not enough of the ball to do any real damage. So 0-1 is your count with 2 outs here. Still the bottom of the second. Riggs, the second pitcher here for the Mariners. The first and the starter was Tommy Seimer, the right-hander. He only went 1 inning, recorded 2 runs in the first inning, and this one will be popped up, but it looks like it'll make its way safely out of play. Now 0-2 the count. Riggs with a chance, with a bases-loaded situation, to get himself out of a jam. Seimer is still responsible for the man on second, so if they were to get home, they would be charged to him and not Riggs. Here comes Riggs, sets, delivers. This one will be cracked off the bat. We'll get down in the gap into left center field, and this will score 2, so that will clean the record books here now for Seimer, as he will be responsible for 4 runs, including 4 earned. So we can close the book on Seimer. Now a man on first, a man on second after the 2-out, 2
Now batting from
RBI
St. Mary's,
single.
Ohio, number 26, Tristan Becker.
And this will bring up Tristan Becker, the left fielder, wearing number 26 on his jersey here. 4-0 now your score here. Only at the bottom of the second, 2 outs here. Riggs will check back at second base to his second baseman. He gets a sign that he likes, sets at the face, brings down to his belt, looks back one more time, looks back a second time, and now delivers. This one will be high. 1-0 the count. Mariners not looking to start the season off this way. It is only exhibition play. And here comes a big swing and a miss here from Tristan Becker. They certainly were hoping to get something going. And again, I know it's only the second inning, but 2 pitchers already. Now Riggs, 1-1 the count. We'll look back at second. We'll set, deliver. This one will be low for ball 2, 2-1 the count.
You can't go anywhere. You can't go anywhere.
Riggs will get the sign he likes. We'll set. Looks back at second. Takes a double take. And here comes the delivery. This one will be popped straight up, possibly playable here for Hayes, but looks like it will get out of play just past the first base dugout. So now 2-2 the count. Riggs looking to get out of a jam and not damage his record to this point. Again, the 2 runs scored already in this inning were charged to the starter, Seimer. 2-2 the count. Riggs get the ball positioned in his hand. He will set at the face. Now bring it down to his belt. Delivers. And this one will be chopped right to the second baseman, Diaz, who will fling it over to first base to get the 3rd out of the inning, but not before 2 have scored. So in this inning, there were 2 runs scored on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. There were also 3 walks issued in this inning. So close the book on Tommy Seimers. He had 4 runs in just 1 inning of work. For all 4 of them were earned. He also didn't get any strikes.
Tomorrow, the Rockets are going to be traveling to Montgomery Field in Salina as they take on the Grand Lake Mariners for game number 2 this week. Saturday's game against the Titans
only
has
allowed
been canceled,
the 1 hit.
but they will be back in action at home
He
on
allowed
Sunday.
2 hits.
to go against the Whitco Royals for a 1 o'clock
We will
doubleheader.
be right back here on YouTube Live for more Mariners baseball as we head to the top of the third. You are listening to Mariners baseball here on YouTube. Hello, welcome back to Mariners Baseball here on YouTube. I'm Donovan Mann, the voice of the Mariners, and leading off here for the Mariners in the top of the third, it'll be Hayden Cart, the left fielder wearing number 44. Here comes the set, the delivery. Waters out now for his third inning of work. Now here comes the delivery, and this one will be low and outside for ball one. Hayden Cart plays center field primarily. He stands at 6'2" from Grove City, Ohio. He attends Charleston. He is a sophomore there, and he's a sports business major. He attended Grove City High School during his prep time. Made 42 appearances with 34 starts as he fouls this one off. Count now 2-1. 42 games with 34 starts, batting .336 this past season, including 32 RBIs, putting up some production there for Charleston. Here comes set delivery. This one will be fouled out of play down the right field line, just past the people grilling there at the concession stand. So now 2-2 is your count. 4-0. The Mariners trail the Rockets here in Portland. Portland, Indiana, that is. We did not go all the way out to Oregon. Swing and a foul tip straight back, keeping the count at 2-2 and playing protective, having a protective at bat now is Hayden Cart. Here comes the set delivery, a big swing and a miss to strike him out. So that'll be yet another strikeout. It'll count for the 5th strikeout, and the second one swinging. The other 3 were looking, and that'll bring up Justin Diaz, the second baseman for the Mariners. Justin Diaz, listed at 6'2", from Chicago, Illinois, attends Illinois State. He's a criminal justice major, going to be entering his 2nd year this season. Did not appear for the team this season, but over his 4 years, he hit .500 as a senior. He spent as a starter for a ball, so it'll be 1-1, 1 out, 4-0 Mariners trail. Here comes the set delivery from Waters. And a good swing here from Diaz. This one, though, will be a great play there out in center field. There by the center fielder, Green. So that'll be ruled an F8. And we will now head to the top of the order for Ryan Stacy, the center fielder for the Mariners. Went down looking his only time up in the top of the first. Justin Diaz also earned All-City honors, but we are now moving on here to Stacy, wearing number 36. A crack right off the bat into right field. This one will get down for extra bases. Turning on the motor, he's going to go right to third, and it will be a stand-up triple here for the Mariners. So first extra base hits of this exhibition season here with 2 outs. Ryan Stacy, center fielder. Most center fielders have wheels, but he was flying on that one as he popped that one right out, probably as deep as this field could go. The deepest this field actually goes is 384. He hit this one right at the bottom of the fence, right about where it says 377. This will bring up the number 2 hitter, Jared Marola, the designated hitter, down in the dirt for ball 1. Marola, he actually transferred colleges recently. He attended St. Joseph originally, In this past season, though, he was second on his team. Of course, he attends St. Leo College now. He was second on his team with a .345 batting average. He was second team All-American. In high school, he hit .591 as a senior. The count now 2-0, and this one will be smacked right to the second baseman. Routine play. And so that will end this threat of a 2-out triple as a 4-3 play into the inning. So in that inning, no runs scored on 1 hit, no errors occurred, and 1 man left on base. We will now head to the bottom of the 3rd, and it'll be Joshua Riggs back out to pitch here for the Mariners. And he will look to continue somewhat of a decent display he put out. But we will be right back here on YouTube Live. You are listening to the Grand Lake Mariners baseball. Hello, welcome back out to Portland, Oregon. Donovan Mann here. Justin Green getting ready to come up here for his next at-bat. He had a 2-out RBI single in his first. He's going to completely shatter the handle of his bat here on this first swing, and he'll need some new lumber. Just add some firewood here for that grill they've got going on out there, even though I'm sure they're using charcoal by the looks of it. It's pretty decently out there. He has his new stick, and he is ready to go. 0-1 is the count after that ball landed foul on the shattering of his bat down the first baseline. Here comes the set delivery. This one will be low, ball 1. Set delivery. Big swing and a miss at a high fastball. 1-2, the count now in Joshua Riggs' favor. Riggs sets. Here comes the delivery. And another big swing and a miss at the high fastball, so he gets him to go down hacking. Only the second strike for Mariners pitching. It is also the second strike here for Riggs today. This will bring up Rico Acosta, the third baseman, wearing number 2. Right-handed batter. Here comes the set delivery from Riggs, and he gets Acosta to swing at the first pitch. 0-1 now the count. Riggs not messing around here in this inning. Looking to make quick work here, have the first quick inning here, and another big swing and a miss here of Acosta. So now the count 0-2 on 2 really, really big hacks. Gets the sign he likes, sets, delivers, and this one will be fouled back and out of play. Watch your heads. 0-2 the count. 4-0 is your score here, and it's the bottom of the 3rd. Mariners trail all 4 runs at this point, accounted to the starter and Seimer. Riggs worked himself out of a jam in the last inning. This one is high and outside. He's trying to give him chase to the high fastball. This one was just too high for anybody to chase. Not even 2017 Tyler Naquin would have chased that. If you know, Tyler Naquin, outfielder for the Indians, always chased high fastballs last season. Is working on that. This one will be high and outside again for 2-2 now. It is now 8 o'clock here, local time. Lights are on, but the sun is still setting. Here comes the set delivery. Once again, really high, right about the helmet level. Now it is 3-2. The count is loaded. Riggs is going to have to look to get that fastball a little bit down, maybe challenge Acosta here, just get something going, because he had him down 0-2 on two really big hacks, and then just try to get him to chase a high fastball, but got to do it within reason. Got to still find the edge of the zone. This one will be delivered. This one will be popped up and out of play. So 3-2 still the count here. Nobody on. 1 out. 4-0 in favor of the Portland Rockets. Here comes the set delivery from Riggs. And this one will be ball 4 low. And so a 1-out base runner now here in Rico Acosta. That'll bring up Jaden Henry, the right fielder.
Indiana, number 30, Jaden Henry.
Where's number 30? An all black helmet. Riggs will check first base before he sets and delivers. This one will be right on the plate. 0-1 the count. This is what Riggs can do when he's got his command. He can find those spots on the plate. He can blow it by you, a big swing and a miss. Here now by Henry to make it 0-2 very quickly. Now you've got to put him away quickly here if you're Riggs. You don't want to play around like you did with the last, work the count full, and then eventually walk him. You're going to want to go right at him, maybe throw him. They actually ended up calling a timeout. The batter had stepped out of the box. They had already thrown the pitch, though. 0-2 the count. Here comes the set delivery. And this will be strike 3 called. No messing around here from Riggs. He'll get his 3rd strikeout of the day, the 2nd in the inning. He got him to look this time. And that'll be 2 away now to bring up Levi Long.
Now batting from Portland, Indiana, number 21, Levi Long.
Levi Long wears number 21, right-handed batter. To face the right-handed pitcher. Here comes the set delivery. This one will be low and in the dirt. 1-0 now the count. Check back at first. Now Riggs gets ready, sets, delivers. And this one will be right on the inside of the plate for 1-1 now the count after the first strike. Still a man on first. Costa gets a pretty standard leadoff. And this one will be popped straight up. Looks like it will be playable, and it will be caught here by the first baseman, McCaw. And so that'll end the inning. Your score still 4-0. There were no runs scored on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We will be right back here for more Mariners baseball. I'm Donovan Mann, the voice of the Grand Lake Mariners. We will be right back for the top of the 4th here on YouTube. Here on YouTube Live, coming out now for his 4th inning of work. It will be the starter right-hander Mitch Waters. To this point, he's had a pretty solid game. Did let up the 1 triple, but that has been the only hit here for the Mariners today. There was 1 walk also earlier. Leading off for the Mariners, it'll be Chris Myers, the shortstop, followed by Jacob McCaw, and then Tyson Hayes, the catcher. Here comes Myers, wearing number 40. Miamisburg, Ohio native. He does tend Toledo, unfortunately. I am a Bowling Green guy, if you did not know that about me. This one will get down in center field off it, cracked off the bat. It'll be an easy stand-up double to lead off the inning here for Chris Myers. So that'll bring up Chick McCaw with a man in scoring position. Jake McCall wearing number 50. From Bloomington, Illinois. Illinois State is his college he attends. He just finished his freshman season. He's a business major. He attended Normal Community High before heading off to Illinois State. Waters will look. He gets his sign, checks back at second, sets, delivers. This one will be low for ball 1. Jake McCall looking to hopefully get the Mariners on the board with the man in scoring position, showing off some speed was Myers. This one will be go foul though, as it dribbles up the first base line to even out the count at 1-1. 4-0. Still your score here at the top of the fourth. Mariners unable to crack the scoreboard yet, but now have a golden chance here with a man in scoring position with no outs. McCall will drill this one. It'll go out into right field, and this one will be gone. Had some good air under it, and it will get back into the bushes out in right fielder, so the Mariners will crack the scoreboard. It'll be 4-2 here now, as the Mariners have cut the deficit in half. Still with nobody out here, it'll bring up the catcher Tyson Hayes, and it'll be the first runs accounted here on to Mitch Waters, the starting pitcher. This will bring up Tyson Hayes, number 16 for the Mariners. Right-handed batter from Aurora, Colorado, attends Illinois State. He's a construction manager there. First pitch, ball, a little bit low. 1-0 your count, 4-2. Here comes a big swing and a pop back and out of play. Even up the count at 1-1. Here in Portland, they do support the Rockets. Got a decent crowd. Decent small little crowd showing up here. So strike is called. 1-2. From what I can see, they've got some bleachers along the first base line. Pretty filled. Here comes the set and delivery from Waters. This will be a big swing and a foul straight down onto the plate. Maybe bounce it off his ankle or foot a little bit. He'll shake it off. Get ready to go again. Count still 1-2 here. 4-2 is the score now. Nobody on, nobody out after a 2-run shot cleared the bases from McCall. Here comes a shot straight down the third base line and foul. So we will do it again. 1-2. Good job here by Hayes protecting the plate, keeping himself alive here. Here comes the set delivery from Waters. This one will be down in the dirt. Make it 2-2. Waters steps on the rubbers. That's right. Sets, delivers. Big swing and a miss. Another strikeout here now for Waters. That'll be his 6th of the day. He's got a couple hacking, a couple looking. He's been doing it all day. He's got some ground outs. And this will bring up the right fielder, Jaron Lovely. He walked in his only at bat today here at the bottom of the 6th. Ball 1. Waters looks, sets, delivers. Big swing and a miss here from Love. 1-1 now the count. Comes the set, the delivery. This one will be outside for ball 2. 2-1 now the count. One out still here, 4-2 after the Mariners have cut the deficit in half. Only 2 batters to go with a big run shot. This one will be low as well for 3 balls, 1 strike. Mariners looking to get another base runner here on a walk potentially. He still has 1 swing if he likes what he sees. And he will get this one down and into right field. It'll be a 1-out single here for the right fielder, Jaron Love, and so the inning will continue. Would have continued anyway, but this way it continues with a base runner. And another hit, so the 3rd hit of the inning. And this will bring up Van Aker, the 3rd baseman, and the 7th hitter in this lineup, also wearing number 7, Van Aker. Hit .284 this past season in college, .370 on base percentage, had 6 stolen bases as well, and 16 doubles. He also has 2 high school district championships to his name. He also played basketball as well, and I heard he was pretty decent at that as well. Strike 1 is called here on the first pitch. 0-1 the count now, 1 out, man on first. Waters looks, sets, delivers. This one will be high outside, looking to steal, and an easy. Oh! He dropped the ball on the slide, almost. He dropped the ball on the, looked like a pretty routine out there, but sure enough, Jaron Lovely will get the steal. I don't know if Lovely slid into him or if he just dropped the ball on the catch, because it looked pretty easy of an out. But somewhere in the way, the second baseman dropped the ball. That'll be 1 and 2 now the count. 4 and 2. Having to place a defensive hitting now will be Van Aker as he is down 1 and 2 into the count. Man on second, Waters is going to stare down. Man at second, here comes a high and outside ball. 2 and 2 now the count. Two balls, two strikes. Here comes set delivery from Waters. This one will go off the bat, down the left field line and out of play. Foul, so 2 and 2 we will go again. Van Aker putting up a decent at-bat here so far, looking to now possibly drive in Lovely, who's now in scoring position after the steal on the slip-up. This one will be cracked off the bat, will be stopped by the second baseman, or the shortstop, thrown over to first to bring up the second out. So it'll be a 6-3 ground out, and now we will bring up Hayden Cart, the left fielder and the 8-hitter in this lineup, wearing number 44. I already mentioned he had 42 appearances with 34 starts in this past season. He hit .336 with 32 RBIs, including 6 home runs and 6 doubles. In high school, he was a 2-year starter, hitting .408, and he was a first-team All-State and District. Ball one here on the first pitch, 1-0 the count, 4-2. Man on third with 2 outs here, so a base hit will be needed to drive that runner in. Keep the inning alive. This one will crack off the bat. It's got some air under it, but not enough. Not enough go, as the left fielder will catch that to end the inning and limit the damage to just 2 runs. Scored on 3 hits. I believe no errors and 1 man left on base. So we will head to the bottom of the 4th. Coming out will be a new pitcher. We will tell you all about him when we come back. You're listening to Grand Lake Mariners right here on YouTube. And so the new pitcher will be number 23, Josh Courier. He is a left-handed pitcher standing at 6'5" from Buchanan, Illinois. He attends Valparaiso. He is a sophomore, just finished his freshman season there. He attended Lincoln Way Central High. He will be going up against the top of the order in Dustin Lewis. We will get you the final stats on Riggs here in just a second as the first pitch is delivered for a ball. 2 innings pitched for Josh Riggs with no runs scored, so no earned runs. He struck out 3 batters, allowed 4 walks, and no runs to his name. So now 3-0 the count, as these last two pitches were both balls. Here comes a set delivery from the lefty, and this will be a walk on 4 straight pitches, as that one was a little bit high. So, base runner here now to lead off, and Dustin Lewis, after he is walked, this will bring up Cody Krumloff, the catcher. Here comes the set, the delivery, and that'll be called a strike here, as it catches the edge of the plate. Here comes the set delivery. This one will be racked right off the bat, but should be a routine catch, and it is for the right fielder and Lovely. So that'll be 1 down here now in the inning after he flew out to the 9th spot. This will bring up Zach Tanner, the shortstop. Zach Tanner struck out. I'm sorry, he was walked and had a double so far, so he is 1 for 1 in the game with only 1 official at bat. He was walked in the second, double in the first. So now Courier will be trying to set some tone here with him to kind of rein him back in, keep his confidence from getting too boosted as he pops this one back and out against the fence. So for the first strike, 0-1 now the count. He looks in, likes his sign, he will set, look, deliver. Big swing and a miss here from Tanner. A little bit more on Courier. In college, he had 5 games with 2 starts. He only pitched a total of 8 innings and had a 10.12 ERA and an 0-1 record. In high school, he was an all-conference player his senior season. Here comes the set delivery. This one will be bounced way out and actually goes up above the catcher. So on the wild pitch, on the 1-2 count, moving over to second will be Dustin Lewis. And so now with a runner in scoring position with 1 out, 1-2 still to count. Courier will look in. Courier looks in, likes his sign, checks the runner back at second. Will set. Looks back in to get his sign. Agrees with the first pitch. And now calling timeout and stepping out of the box will be Zach Tanner. And we will do it all again. Here we go again. Checks back at second, looks back, gets his sign. Gets the ball in his hand how he likes it. Gets ready, sets. One last look at second. Here comes the delivery. A big pop-up and going over and out of play, right over into the stands where there's a group of fans. He kept in, protected his beverage out there, though, which is the important thing for him. No party fouls here, as the beverage is safe. 1-2 still the count. 1 out. 4-2. Your score. Here, Mariners trailing by 2. Up at the plate is Zach Tanner, the shortstop. Man on second, that is Dustin Lewis, who walked to lead off the inning. Here comes the set deliver. This one will be sent right out into left field. Coming in and making the play, or I'm sorry, into center field. Coming in and making the play will be Ryan Stacy. So now we've got 2 out here in the inning. Back-to-back flyouts. Man on second after Dustin Lewis was walked and then moved over to second on a wild pitch.
Now batting number 7, Mitch
and that'll bring up Mitch Waters, the pitcher. Starting pitcher here today. Be looking to try to keep this inning alive, maybe drive in, try to increase the score for his team. He's already gone 4 innings pitched, only allowing the 2 runs, thus the ball back to the ump. Check back at second before he stands down on the rubber is Courier. 4-2, 0-1 your count, 2 outs here. Set, deliver, and this one will be right at the bottom corner of the plate on the inside. 0-2 now, and now it looks like Waters might have a word for himself after that one, perhaps not agreeing with the call. But he does have something to say to either the air or to the ump that he doesn't want the ump to see. Here comes the look back at second from Courier. Here comes the set, the delivery. And this one will be outside, ball 1, 1-2 now the count. Looks in, likes the sign he sees. Gets gets ready. Doesn't even take a look back at second as he delivers. This one will be down in the dirt. Great block there by the catcher, Hayes. Keep that one from getting through. So 2-2. And we're going to call time here so we can get a little bit dusting off the plate now. Good news about Montgomery Field is we won't have to dust off the plate for home games because everything for the infield is artificial right down to the dirt in Montgomery Field. But we'll talk a little bit more about the field when we get there tomorrow for our first home game and the exhibition game part 2. This one will be popped up and out of place, and we will do it again. 2-2, count even. 4-2 is your score here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2 outs to go. And the pitcher, Mitch Waters, trying to do some work. Likes what he sees. His Courier gets ready. He sets, delivers, and this one will be clinked right off the bat, or rather cracked right off the bat. It'll go in. We've got the shortstop, center fielder, and left fielder all coming in. But in the end, it'll be a fly out to the 8th position as well. And Stacy will make the catch to end the inning. So in that inning, there were no runs scored, no hits, no errors occurred, and 1 left on base. We will head now to the top of the 5th with your score 4 the Rockets and 2 for the Mariners. You're listening to Grand Lake Mariners Baseball right here on YouTube. Hello, welcome back in here to Portland, Oregon. The site for today's matchup between the Grand Lake Mariners and the Portland Rockets. Rockets currently lead 4-2 here, heading over up to the top of the 5th. Due up here for the Mariners, it'll be the 9-hitter Justin Diaz. Then it'll be Ryan Stacy, the leadoff hitter, followed by Jaron Morrell, the designated hitter. Those are your first 3 due up. Mariners did score for the first time in that inning on a 2-run shot after a double from Chris Myers, and then the 2-run shot from Jake McCall after he rocketed that one out into right fielder, and it got lost in the bushes by the Banners. It'll be Waters back out to do his 5th inning of work as he comes, sets, delivers, and not wasting any time is Justin Diaz as he takes a big swing, but he ends up fouling this one down off the plate, possibly off his foot as well. So 0-1 is the count here to begin the top of the 5th. Diaz is your second baseman for the Mariners. Here comes the set. Delivery from Waters. This one will be high, and actually having to duck out of the way is Diaz, as that one was actually heading right towards his head. Sure, there was no ill intent meant for that. It just got away from Waters. No reason to think there would be ill intent either. Here comes the set. Deliver. This one will be polar opposite as it goes low and into the opposite side batter's box. Diaz, a right-handed batter. This one went to the left-hander's side. So maybe a little bit overcompensation there. So now we are 2-1. So maybe he'll get it right on this one. Maybe he won't. We will stay tuned to find out as he sets, delivers. This one will be just a bit outside, I guess. 3-1. Again, my angle, used to broadcasting from behind home plate at Bowling Green when I call games, as this one will go right down the heart of the plate. 3-2, loaded count. Bowling Green, I'm used to broadcasting right behind the plate. Here I have a shot from the third base side, from the third base line. A little bit harder to see balls and strikes, but not hard to see Justin Diaz take a big swing and a miss there to get the first out of the inning. And another strikeout here for Waters. That'll be his 7th, I believe, of the day. We're going to have a meeting on the mound here. looks like we might be making a pitching change. There is some action going on in the bullpen here for the Rockets. I can't see it because there's a wall right there, but because they do it right down the left field line, third baseline. I just can't see it because I'm down there's a wall in the way. I'll put it that way. They are going to have a meeting here on the mound. Waters talking, kind of stretching himself out a little. Maybe he can go. Nope, looks like we will have a pitcher now, and from what I think I just heard, the pitcher now will turn into a designated hitter, and we will talk more on the situation when we get back. You're listening to Grand Lake Mariners Baseball right here on YouTube. Hello, welcome back out to Portland, Oregon. The new pitcher will be Chandler Jacks, a right-hander. He will come in relief of Mitch Waters. Mitch Waters will now just turn into a designated hitter for the rest of the day. To finish off the book on Waters, it was 4 1/3 inning pitched. He had 7 strikeouts, no walks, on 4 hits and 2 runs. Both of them were earned. Strike 1 here on the first pitch. He will be facing now the batter, Ryan Stacy. And this one will be fouled right off his foot. 0-2 quickly the count. 4-2, 1 out here in the bottom of the first, or bottom of the 5th. I lost what track of inning it was. It's okay. We'll keep going. Mariners, after the first 2 innings, have played pretty solid defensively after letting up 4 runs in the first 2 innings, as we got a big swing and a miss as Ryan Stacy will go down swinging. It is his 2nd strikeout of the day. The first one was looking back in the first inning. 2 outs now. We'll bring up Jared Morello. Outfielder, left-handed batter from Valley Falls, New York. Attends St. Leo College. Remember, he did transfer from St. Joseph. He was hitting .345 this past season. And this one will be low for ball 1. 1-0 the count here. Jacks looks in, gets a sign, sets, delivers. This one will be strike 1 called. 1-0. 1-1 the count. 2 outs, 4-2. Mariners looking to try to keep get something going here now in the top of the 5th. After back-to-back strikeouts. This one will be low and outside, ball 1, 2-1, your count. Here comes the delivery. It'll be ball 3 though, 3-1 now the count, 4-2, top of the 5th. Trying to keep it alive is Jared Morello, looking for something going. Here comes the set delivery, and this one will be outside for ball 4, and so a 2-out base runner now here for the Mariners, as Jack Morello will draw a walk. It'll be the first time he reaches base today after he grounded out to first and then grounded out to second to first on the 4-3 assisted play. And that'll bring up now number 40, Chris Myers, the shortstop. Also plays some third base. He's a right-handed hitter, except he's hitting from the left. Comes the set delivery. This one will be popped and out of play. So 0-1 the count now. Miamisburg. Toledo is the college he attends, or that school up north to the Bowling Green Natives. We've got running here going, and this one will get passed on the throw, and all the way to third now will move Morello after the throw from the catcher to second on the base runner, which would have had him if it was on target. Just squeaks right by him, and so now a man in third for the Mariners. And Morello now a chance to bring the lead for the Rockets down to 1. One ball, one strike is your count. Here comes the set and delivery from Jax. This one will catch the plate for strike 2. 1-2 now your count. 2 outs here. 4-2 here in the top of the 5th. Chris Myers looking to get it go as Morello now stands on third. Here comes the set delivery. A big swing and tip back. Just barely catching it. This one got tipped all the way back to the backstop there. Jax will come back and will get a new ball after he had to come up to grab this one and give it over to the ump. Looks in. Jax will get the sign. Waves off his first. Likes the second. Sets at the letters. Delivers. This one will be low into the dirt. Great stop there by the catcher, Krumloff. So now it is 2-2 with the count evened up. Jax will set at the letters. Gets ready. Delivers. This one will crack off the bat and will go right over to center field. Easy play here for the center fielder, and that will end the inning. So there were no runs scored on no hits. One man left on base. Jax went out and got the last 2 outs here of this inning after the strikeout by Waters. You're listening to Mariners Baseball right here on YouTube. We'll be right back for the bottom of the 5th. Hello, welcome back to Mariners Baseball here. Correction on that. Jared Morello did not come up in bat. It was actually Evan Spry, the designated hitter. I missed that originally as the first pitch here to the leadoff man, Tristan Belcher, is ball high. It is still here now in for his second inning of work. It's Josh Courier, the left-hander. Wearing number 23, sets, delivers. This one will be also high as well, so another high fastball to make it 2-0 the count. No action going on in the bullpen, just some general warm-ups going on here now for the Mariners in the bullpen. Bunch of guys sitting, one guy warming up. This one will be popped up for the first strike as it goes out of play. 2-1 the count. The left fielder, Tristan Belcher. Christian Becker, I should say. Here comes the set delivery. And he checks on the high fastball, so it'll be now 3-1. He gathers at the belt, now sets, delivers. This one will be popped up, so now it is a loaded count at 3-2, no outs, 4-2 here. And Courier trying to now get out of some early inning danger with the first 3 balls, now making it a full count, 3-2. We had to dust off the plate real quickly here, and we are ready to go again. 3 balls, 2 strikes, your count. Courier gathers, brings it down to the belt, sets, and now delivers. And another high fastball. He will hold up on the swing, and so a no-out walk here to Becker to begin the inning in the left field.
Batting number 6, Justin Green.
Justin Green will now come to the plate. Center fielder, he struck out and also had a RBI two RBI single. As soon as I get my words together, here comes the set. Courier gets a swing and a miss here from Justin Green, the center fielder. He did also strike out at his most recent at-bat, so he is now 1 for 2 on the day. Here comes Courier, sets, delivers, and a swing and a tip back into the backstop. Make it 0-2. Runner on first. Looks in. 0-2 is your count. Just as a reminder, top or bottom of the 5th. 4-2 is your score. Now gathers at the belts. Looks, sets, delivers. And this one will be a little bit high, a little bit outside. Ball 1, 1-2 your count. Courier looks in, likes what he sees with the sign. He will set, deliver, and this one will be cracked right into the gap, and this will get into right field. So we have a no-out single to advance the runner to second, and now we have a runner on first. Still no out. 4-2 is your score, and that'll bring up Rico Acosta, who was very aggressive to begin his at-bat last, had 2 big swings to get down in the count, 0-2. He was 0-2 to start after 2 big swings and misses, but then ended up drawing the walk. So Acosta, the right-handed batter. Sets, delivers. He's going to bunt, but it'll be popped off his bat and back into the first base dugout. Here comes the set, deliver. This one will be bunted, but also will go foul. This one gets a little bit further up the first base line. Now it'll be 0-2. He's just trying to advance the runners at this point. Acosta has, again, walked in the third and then grounded out in the first. This is his third at-bat. Only his second official at-bat, though, as he is 0 for 1. Here comes the set delivery. This will be a high fastball. Courier not trying to give him anything to bunt this time. Did have a ball to give, though, or a couple balls to give. It is now 1-2. We'd like to thank you for tuning in to listening today here. Your score is 4-2. It is currently 8:40 local time. The Rockets currently lead 4-2 over the Grand Lake Mariners. I am Donovan Mann. Courier now sets and delivers, the left-handed pitcher. This one will be outside to make it now 2-2. Acosta doing just what he did last time. Got down 0-2 early, but now he's going to be working the count, keeping himself alive, giving himself an opportunity. And Courier now sets, delivers. This one will be inside, and here comes the full count. Acosta now one bad pitch here from loading up the bases or possibly make it anything. Courier now looks, sets. And this one will be low and in the dirt at his feet, so Rico Acosta will now load up the bases after drawing a walk after once again being down 0-2. So good job working the count here. And now here comes the catcher, Hayes, to go speak to his pitcher, Josh Courier, the left-hander. Had a pretty decent had a pretty decent first inning of work, but then after that, he really just couldn't keep. This inning, he just hasn't been able to keep quite the same command. The first inning, he did walk. In his first inning of work, was back in the fourth, he did walk Dustin Lewis, but then got some flyouts to help him out. One to right, and then a couple to center. But this will bring up Jaden Henry, the right fielder, bases loaded. And Courier is going to have to be cautiously aggressive here now. He's going to have to throw strikes. Doesn't want to walk in another run as this one goes down and in the dirt. 1-0 now the count. Not what Courier wanted to see. He looks back. He gets ready. And now calling time will be Jaden Henry. And Courier will reset back on the rubber. Gets the sign again, sets at the belt, delivers. And this one just a little bit outside for ball 2. 2-0 your count here in the bottom of the fifth. Still nobody out. 4-2 is your score. This one will be cracked off the bat. And we'll get down into right field. At least one will score, and that'll all as they will hold. Didn't get very deep in the right field, just got past the infield dirt. And so an RBI single will be awarded for Jaden Henry.
Now batting number 21, Levi Long.
And that'll bring up Levi Long to keep the inning going, as now it is a 5-3 lead, or 5-2 lead in favor of the Rockets. Here still in the bottom of the fifth. Courier will continue to work, but we do have somebody up in the bullpen. Can't quite catch who it is because of distance, but we will get you more on that when it is available. I believe, as this one is inside, catches the inside high corner, I believe it might be... Nope, it's definitely not number 10 because there's no number 10 in the bullpen. Or as a pitcher on this roster. We'll catch who it is. This one will be inside. Doesn't catch the corner this time, so 1 ball, 1 strike is your count. Courier will set, deliver. And this one will be down in the dirt for ball 2. Got a little bit low and inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Base is still loaded here. Courier trying to work himself out of a jam. Only give up the 1 run. It'll be his first run he gave up here. We'll get you more on who's warming up in the bullpen as soon as it is available. I can't quite catch. I think it might be number 12, Jordan Peck. As it is now 2 balls, 2 strikes after the strike delivered. Here comes the set. Courier. And this one will be ball just a little bit inside, maybe a little bit high as well. A little bit harder to see with the right-handed batters. As I am down the third baseline. Here comes the set and deliver. This one will be fouled off the bat. Doesn't matter. It's still 3-2. He tried to check and just ended up clinking it off his bat. 5-2 your score, 3-2 your count. Just as a reminder. Practice swing. Courier, while he gets his sign, will set. He kind of leans back when he sets to get more power off that back foot. A big swing and a miss here by Long to get the first out of the inning.
Now batting number 5, Dustin Lewis.
We'll bring up Dustin Lewis, the second baseman, wearing number 5. He'll come back to the top of the order for his 4th at bat, but he did walk twice. So he is 0 for 1 officially on the record book with 2 walks. Here comes the set deliver. He's going to be right aggressive swing. Get this one down into left field. This will score at least 1, and that's actually all it's going to score. As smart base running there will hold him up. So it is now 6-2 on the RBI single by Dustin Lewis.
Now batting number 46,
Cody Krumloff will be up next to bat, the catcher. And now it looks like we will be making a call to the bullpen. We will get you the official confirmation on who the new pitcher is right on the other side of this break. You're listening to Mariners Baseball right here on YouTube. and welcome back out to Portland, Portland, Indiana. The less famous Portland to most people. Anyway, probably not to the locals. Anyway, the next man on the mound will be a right-hander for the Mariners. It will be Jordan Peck, 6'4", from Troy, Ohio. Attends Charleston. He just finished his freshman season. He is a accounting major. He attended Troy High School in Troy, Ohio. He had 16 games this past season with a total of 28 2/3 innings pitched with a 4.08 ERA, 18 strikeouts, and he did not allow a single home run. Bases are loaded, and all three of those men will be accounted to the record of Josh Courier, who went a total of 1 1/3 inning. He issued a total of 3 walks.
Now batting number 46, Cody Krumloff.
He only got 1 strikeout, and this will bring up Krumloff, as already mentioned before, the other side of this break. Krumloff, the catcher. Has not issued a hit today as he fouls the first one off for strike 1, 0-1. Krumloff has grounded into a double play. He is struck out swinging, and then he is flown out to right field. 0-3 on the day is his total. At bat work. Here comes the pitch. This one will be low and outside for 1-1. Peck will look in. Gets his sign, likes what he sees, gathers at the letters, and now delivers. This one will also be low in the dirt. Great stop there by Hayes, the catcher. 2 balls, 1 strike is your count, 1 out here. 6-2 is your score. Thank you for tuning in here today. It is 8:50 local time. I'd like to thank you all for watching. My name is Donovan Mann. I will be the voice of the Mariners. As a big swing and a miss here from Krumloff to make it now 2-2. Even off the count, and Peck looking for a strikeout now here. Try to get himself out of a jam that he would kind of inherited. Or not even kind of inherited, he did inherit. Now here, set delivery. This will be low, and so 3-2. Peck with a chance here to keep this inning from getting too far out of hand. We still have 1 more out to go after this, but certainly just wants to try to get some sort of confidence. This will be cracked off the bat. Stopped by the shortstop. Flipped over to second. Over to first. Oh, goes just past on the throwing error. So 2 will score, as we will now have a man on first and a man on second. And I believe we will credit a throwing error there on the second baseman. And Justin Diaz, the second baseman. So it'll be 1 RBI scored. The second run will score on an error on a fielder's choice. And Zach Tanner will now come up, so 1 RBI will be granted. The other will be on an error. With 1 out now here. One man on first. 8-2 now your score. This one will crack off the bat right to shortstop. He tries to do the non-glove hand, which is a very interesting move there by the second baseman Diaz. And now runners will be at the corner with a 1-out single.
Now batting number 7, Mitch Waters.
This will bring up Mitch Waters. He started the game on the mound, but then also is now just the designated hitter. Mitch Waters, the last man, only man to bat in this inning. If it comes back, we'll have Justin Green for the second time in this inning. But none of that will matter, if Peck can get this last out. But he is down now in the count, 1-0 after a ball on the first strike. Two and 0 now the count as he misses again. Peck looks back at first. Will now look back for his sign. Gathers at the belt. Brings it up to the letters. And now delivers. This one will be low and outside for ball 3. 3-0 now the count. Another chance of having the bases loaded for the Rockets. Of course, two chances now here to swing for now the DH. Mitch Waters, who again started on the mound. But they'll keep his bat in there. Set delivery, and this will be strike one as it catches the plate. 3-1. Here comes the set by Peck at the belt. Now brings it up to the letters. Delivers. This one will crack off the bat. Will go foul. So now 3-2. Loaded count. 8-2 is your score here in the bottom of the fifth. Mitch Waters is the 9th man to bat in the inning. It's been a very busy inning here for Mariners pitching. Peck now looks in, gets the sign, gathers at the letters and delivers. This one will be low, so he will walk Mitch Waters, and the inning will be will keep going with 2 outs. Now the bases are loaded once again, and once again we will bring up Tristan Becker for his second at-bat in the inning. Except this time he will be facing a different pitcher. As of the first time he ended up facing Courier, now he'll be facing Peck as ball 1 as he misses. Looks in for his sign. Beck, wearing number 12, he looks in, gets the pitch he likes, gathers at the letters, and now delivers. This one will not catch the plate. It'll be now 2-0. And not been a stellar day for Mariners pitching. They've been struggling a little bit with command. It is only the first game, and it is just an exhibition game, so not a lot of pressure on them, but you still like to see them have a good outing, as this one will be grounded right to the second baseman, who cannot handle it. It goes off his glove, and so one will score, and the inning will keep going. So that now makes the score 9-2 on what was a pretty routine play there by Diaz. Just couldn't quite handle it. Took quite a kind of a weird hop. And now that'll bring Justin Green up to the plate for his second at-bat. Previously in the inning, he did have a single, but of course that was against Courier. Now this is against Peck. One was a lefty. Now we have a righty on the mound. Different pitcher, different mentality. 9-2 now the score with still 2 outs here in the inning. Bases are loaded. This one will be low for ball 1. Peck will now set at the letters. Here comes the delivery. Big swing and a miss here by Green. 1-1 now the count. He was thinking, might have been thinking a little bit of a grand slam, maybe at least cleaning off the bases with that one, but was not meant to be. Peck looks in, gets his signs, find ones he likes. He will gather at the belt, now brings it up to the letters before delivering. Here comes the delivery, and this one will be cracked off the bat right to first base. Covering is Peck, and they will finally get the third out here in the first inning. So in the inning, there was a total of, we had, I will confirm what it was as I clean up my score sheet. Looks a little dirty. We will be right back here on YouTube. All right, we are back here in Portland, Oregon. The official count in that bottom of the 5th inning, it was 5 runs scored on 2 hits. There were also 2 errors and then 3 stranded on base. This will now bring up Jake McCall, wearing number 50. Today he is playing first base. He can also play third. This one will be delivered outside for ball 1. He will be facing now here Chandler Jacks. He got the last 2 outs in the previous inning, as this one is also low. Ball 2. 9-2 is your score here in the top of the 6th after the Mariners had a rough inning this previously inning out. Still some chance. 3 balls, no strikes here as Jacks can't find the command now. Here comes the set delivery. And this one will be called strike 1. Might have been a little bit high, but umpire's got a better angle than I do right now as I'm looking down the third baseline. This one will definitely be high. And so we will have a no-out base runner as McCall will lead off with us with a walk.
Now batting number 16, Tyson Hayes.
That'll be Tyson Hayes, now the catcher, coming up. Jacks will look in, get his sign. We'll check back at first. We'll gather at the letters. And now delivers. This one will catch the inside of the plate for ball or strike 1. Waves off the first pitch, waves off the second sign. Likes what he sees with the third. Sets, delivers. This one will be cracked right into left field. This will move the runner over to second. And then be a single to continue the inning. Now 9-2, man on first, man on second, to bring up Jaron Lovely, the right fielder.
Now batting number 43, Jaron Lovely.
Jaron Lovely has walked and had a single in his 2 previous at-bats, making him 1-1 on the day. Jacks delivers. This one will be low into the dirt. Jacks is having a hard time finding the bottom of the strike zone today. Everything's been a little bit low, but he can enjoy the comfort of a 7-run lead as it is now 9-2. He looks in, gets his sign, checks back at second. Over there at the runner, Tyson Hayes will deliver. A big swing and a miss here for strike number 1, 1-2, or 1-1 now the count. Here as Lovely will continue the inning here. And then up behind him, provided no triple play, will be Van Aker, the third baseman. Wearing number 7, here comes set delivery. This one will be fouled down the first base line. No play. 1-2 the count now. 9-2 your score here in the top of the 6th. No outs recorded with a man on second, man on first. Jacks will check back in second now. Shakes out his throwing arm. Will set to get his signs. Likes the first one. Checks back in second one more time. Leans back, delivers. Outside for ball 2. 2-2 now the count. Check back. Looks over. Delivers. This one will be swing. Hit pretty well. Will get down into center field and will land. So here comes the runner from first, runner from second. At least one for score. They will hold up the base runner at third and the base runner at second. So it'll be a RBI double here for Jaron Lovely. 9-3 now your score, and the comeback trail has begun. Van Aker will now come up, the third baseman wearing number 7. Batting right. Set the delivery from Jacks. This one will be inside. Van Aker gets out of the way. Looks, gathers, likes his sign. From the letters he delivers. This one will be cracked off the bat. Will go to the third baseman. Only plays at first as the runners hold at second. He'll pull him off the bag. So we will now have a bases loaded situation here with nobody out. And this will bring up number 44, Hayden Cart. Hayden Cart, left fielder. We will get confirmation on whether it would be a throwing error or a single and a hit, and this last one was a big swing and a miss. Here by Cart to start the at-bat, 0-1. Here comes a delivery from Jax. And another big swing and a miss by Cart. Cart might be thinking grand slam, trying to bring this back within 2 with one swing, but be patient. That's the thing with modern baseball. It's a lot of trying to leave the park. But baseball, there's still room for these dingers, these little bloops into the field. You know, not everything has to be knocked out of the park, which I understand is the main goal. Kind of boosters your stats. I mean, 4 RBIs is certainly better than 2 or 1. They're going to check to see if he went. Didn't look like it from here. So 2-2 now, as this one was a high fastball. Nobody out here. 2-2 the count. Jax will gather at the letters. Looks ready to deliver. He delivers. Big swing and a miss. For the first out of the inning, base is still loaded. As Cart goes down swinging, it'll bring up Justin Diaz, the second baseman. Actually, correction. We will have a pinch hitter. It'll be number 10, Blake Crossing. He'll look at a ball low and outside. So Crossing will come in at second base, I'm assuming. I won't say for certain.
Now batting for the Mariners is number 10, Blake Crossing.
2-0 is the next one. Misses. Here comes the third pitch. This one will be foul tip downward and then over into the first base dugout for 2-1. Crossing, a switch hitter, standing at 6'1" from Dartmouth College. The Dartmouth boys just got out of college not that long ago. They actually didn't get to practice much with the team because they were still in session. Here comes the delivery, popped up and out of play down the left field line. Say goodbye to that one. 2-2 now the count. Crossing trying to deliver a spark here with only one out. Bases are loaded. I have a standard rule when watching baseball or calling baseball. I like to see with bases loaded, 1 or no outs. I love to see at least 2 runs scored. And they will call this ball 3. Now the count is loaded at 3-2. That's just my personal belief that if you have the bases loaded with only 1 or no out, 1 out or no outs, you should probably score at least 2, if not more. This will be cracked at the bat right at the first baseman who bobbles it. It'll be a run down to first, and he will be safe, so 1 run will score. And so that will be now 9-4 as the scoreboard corrects itself. Ryan Stacy will now come up to bat, the center fielder. Base is still loaded. Only 1 out. This will crack right off the bat. They will bring this one in. And everybody will hold as this one went straight out and then he flew out to right. So now I'll bring up Evan Spry, who
Number 42, Evan Spry.
So we're now at the top of the order here in the 6th with 2 outs. Still bases loaded. Let's see what Spry can do now. Number 42. That'll be strike 1. Now 0-1 the count. Kevin Spry, a Janesville, Wisconsin native. He attends Creighton. He just finished his freshman season. He made 12 total appearances with 5 starts, hitting .238. As we've got ball 1 now on the miss. Jax looks in. Gathers at the letters, delivers. This one will be fouled back and out of play. Spry also had 5 RBIs and 1 home run. In college, he lettered 4 years, hit .407 as a senior with 83 total RBIs and 33 total as a junior, which he also holds the school record, which is Janesville Craig High. As we will now end the inning at 9-4. And so we will head now to the bottom of the 6th, 9-4. Mariners trailing by 5. You are listening to Mariners Baseball right here on YouTube. Hello, welcome back out to Mariners Baseball. This is Donovan Mann. In the top of the 6th, we saw 2 runs scored on 4 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. Josh Peck will continue his work. He came on in relief in the bottom of the 5th with only 1 out.
Leading off is number 2, Rico Acosta.
It'll be Rico Acosta now leading off, as every man in the lineup hit in that previous inning. This one will be called a strike 1 as it hits the high inside corner of the strike zone. So 0-1 the count. Peck sets, delivers. Tries to hit the spot, but this one will be called a ball, so 1-1 your count. Here in the bottom of the 6th, 9-4 is your score, 1-1. As we just start, it'll be Rico Acosta. Take a big swing and a miss to be down 1-2, but we've seen him work counts plenty of time. For you out there who's been listening this whole game, certainly know Rico Acosta can work the count, as we've seen him in his 2 previous at-bats go down 0-2. First 2 were big hacks, as we call timeout here. So Rico Acosta can reset his gloves and whatnot. 1-2 steal the count. First 2 were really big swings and misses, then 2 bunts that went foul, but he worked them to get walks. And now 2-2. Now the count as this one misses outside. Here comes the set delivery from Peck. This one will be cracked off the bat, going into right field, and this one will drop for a single, as nobody will make a play on it. So Rico Acosta will start off the bottom of the 6th with a single to bring up Jaden Henry, the right fielder.
Now batting number 30, Jaden Henry.
Previously had an RBI single and a walk. He also struck out. So 1-2 for the day when that walk eliminates it as a quote-unquote official at-bat. No outs. Runner on first. 9-8, 9-4 your score. Here comes the set delivery. This one will be low and outside for ball 1. 1-0 your count. Peck looks back to first. Now we'll check in for his sign. We'll gather at the belt, set at the letters, and deliver. Big swing and a miss here by Jaden Henry. 1-1 your count as Peck looks in for his sign again. Will set at his letters and now deliver. Swing and a foul back off the netting. That protects the fans directly behind home plate. 1-2 now your count. 9-4 your score here at the bottom of the 6th. He looks, gets his sign, gathers at his letters, and will deliver. This one will be low, so make it 2-2 as the count evens out here. Runner still at first, runner holding. Costa not really looking to get any sort of jump here. Not looking to steal with the score. Doesn't even get a huge lead, just gets your pretty standard lead. This one will be really high and really outside. 3-2 now your score, nobody out. Peck in danger of walking another batter. He's walked 2 thus far, also given up a couple singles, or giving up a single. Sets, delivers, big swing and a miss. So down goes Jaden Henry as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Bring up Levi Long, the first baseman, wearing number 21. He'll go up against Peck for the first time today. Levi struck out in his last at-bat. He also popped out and drew a walk. 0-1 on the day with a walk. Here comes the delivery. Strike 1 called. Looking back at first base, check the runner, Acosta. Looks back to get his sign, is Peck. Likes what he sees with the first one. Gathers at the letters. Sets, delivers. And he will hit. He ends up hitting Levi Long, so this will be the 3rd time a Mariner pitcher has hit a Portland batter.
Now batting number 5, Dustin Lewis.
This will bring us back to the top of the order, and Dustin Lewis. And it looks like they're going to call for someone to get up in the bullpen here, as Peck will now try to work himself out of a man on first, man on second after absolutely drilling Levi Long in the side. 1 out still here. He looks back at second. Here comes the delivery from Peck. This one will be outside, ball 1. Catch and see who they have getting up. Can't quite see the bullpen, but there is a bullpen catcher. There's a catcher going out there to work with one of them. As a foul tipped back. 1-1 now the count. I believe it might be number 14. Andrew Loudermilk, but we will get confirmation on that when and if he comes into the game. Peck looks in, gets his sign on the 1-1 count. 1 out, man on first, man on second. Here comes the set delivery from Peck. This one will be low, ball 1, or ball 2. 2-1 the count now, 1 out. 9-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Peck looks in, gets his sign. Looks back at second, takes a double take. Here comes the set throw. And this one will catch the plate to make it now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out here, man on first, man on second. Do believe it is Loudermilk warming up out there in the bullpen. Looks back, sets, delivers. This one will be load up the count. 3-2 now the count. 1 out still. Peck would really love to get a punch out here just to kind of boost himself after hitting Long with that pitch. Of course, man in scoring position, but it's not to be as he walks now here. Dustin Lewis to bring up Cody Krumloff.
Now batting number 46, Cody Krumloff.
So Cody Krumloff will now get his 4th out at bat. 0 for 4 as he grounded it into a double play, struck out, flew out in the 4th, and then grounded into a fielder's choice that also included an error and an RBI. This one will be grounded right at the second baseman who can handle this one, gets it over to second, over to first for the inning-ending double play. So it went 4-6-3 as we will now head to the top of the 7th. And as the second double play, Cody Krumnoff has grounded into. So in this inning, we had 1 hit, no runs scored, no errors, and 3 left on base. We will head now to the top of the 7th. You are listening to Mariners Baseball right here on YouTube. Do not touch that dial. Hello, welcome back out to Portland, Indiana. Jax will come on to pitch again. Chandler Jax, that is. He will be facing the 3, 4, and 5, or Chris Myers, Jake McCaw, or Tyson Hayes, provided there's no pinch hitting situations. But it does look like Myers will be the first at-bat wearing number 40. He will step up to the plate.
Leading off for the Mariners will be number 40, Chris Myers.
Jax will get ready for his next inning of work. Myers will be looking to help bring the Mariners back from this 5-run deficit as it is 9-4 here in the top of the 7th. Jax makes sure his defense is ready. Just gives him one kind of, hey guys, I'm looking back at you. Ready to go, and we will get ready to play some more ball. Jax wastes no time, and this will be a pop straight up here, and it will go foul and out of play. 0-1 the count. Very, very aggressive is Chris Myers here, swinging at the first pitch. Honestly, the way that ball was heading, I thought I was about to hear a large thump above my head because of the direction it was heading, but no idea what happened to it. Here comes the set, and this one will hit the plate for 0-2. Myers already down in the count. Does look like in the on-deck circle will be Jake McCaw. We'll get you confirmation of who it is after McCaw, whether it will still be Hayes or not, but I do believe I see Hayes waiting in the dugout as another foul off. 0-2 still the count. 9-4, nobody out. Get ready to play some ball. Here comes Jax. Sets, delivers. This one will be fouled back, and behind me, back behind the dugout in the press box here at this lovely field they've got here in Portland, Oregon. Here comes the set, delivery. And this one will be high and outside for ball 1. Just kind of seeing if they couldn't get him to expand the strike zone, but it'll be 1-2 the count. This one will crack off the bat, get down into left field. It'll be a base hit. And it looks like he's going to go for a double, and Myers will, and he'll go in standing. Easy play on a 1-2 count. Myers will rip a double into left field to get the inning going here for the Mariners. So this will bring up Jake McCaw, the first baseman, wearing number 50. Jake McCaw had 14 games this past season with 12 starts. He batted 182 this season with a .315 on-base percentage. He had 4 doubles, 5 RBIs. In high school, he was a 2-year starter, hitting .419 with a .557 on-base percentage, 5 home runs, and 32 RBIs. He was a unanimous All-Big 12. That's a high school, not the college league. As he cuts swinging, and he just pops this one up and looking to play. And he will get this out into center field, so fly out. F8 will be scored to McCaw. Tyson Hayes, number 16, will come up to bat now with 1 out. Tyson Hayes, 6 foot tall. He did not play this past season in college. He was only a freshman. Jax will miss the plate, so it'll be 1-0 the count. 9-4 with a runner at second, 1 out here in this second inning, or this 7th inning, I should say. And this one will be a pop up here for Hayes, going and just out of play past the first base dugout. Kind of makes me nervous with that pole right there in play. But players here know what they're doing. I'm sure they won't run into the pole though. I might laugh. I'll make sure they're okay first, but it would be some good comedy if you see somebody run into a pole, as long as nobody gets hurt. That's the kind of humor I have. 1-2 as he swings and misses on this one. Be like a Three Stooges skit to watch that happen, only with one or two Stooges. Here comes a swing delivery, and this one will go inside here on Hayes to even up the count at 2-2. Look back at second, checks the runner. Here comes the delivery. This one will be cracked right off the bat, and it will get into the gap into left center field. Coming around here to score, and Will Easley standing up, and with a double, an RBI double for Hayes, will score Chris Myers after his double. And so now it is 9-5 with still only 1 out here in the top of the 7th. Mariners looking to make some late inning magic as we are in the last third of this baseball game. Here comes Lovely to at bat. This one will catch the plate for no balls, 1 strike. Jaron Lovely, of course, the right fielder. Already had some previous at-bats. Lovely on the day. He did have an RBI double. He also has a single, and he also walked. Make him 2 for 2 on the day as he draws the first ball of the at-bat. As he comes now, here comes ball 2 to make it 2-1. And now the third baseman will come over here. Acosta will come and talk to his pitcher, Jax. Just have a quick meeting on the mound. Just the third baseman, just the pitcher. Yo, man, you good? Yeah, man, I'm good. Where are we getting dinner afterwards? All right, let's go. 9-5, 2 balls, 1 strike. Comes the delivery from Jax. Foul tipped back and out of play. Way out of play. Possibly hit the tree behind us here. Who knows? It disappeared from my vision. 2-2 now the count. 1 out. 9-5 your score here in the top of the 7th. The batter, Jake Lovely, right fielder. Jax checks the runner at second. Delivers. Big swing and a miss by Lovely. Here comes another K. Another swing and miss. Jax has had a good day doing that. He has had a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Ks to his name. With 2 outs now, 9-5. This will bring up the right-handed hitting Van Aker. He will look at ball 1, so it'll be 1-0 the count. Here with 2 outs, man still on second. Right under the man on second is Tyson Hayes, who got the RBI double. Ball 2, let's make it 2-0. Jax has had pitches where he's been really good and pitches when he's been really not so good. Here it goes, swinging this off the bat, going down the left field line. It'll go foul. No play made here by the left fielder, Becker. Make the count now 2-1 as I had to lean out the dugout. Now I'll come back, or lean out the press box. Now I'll come back in the press box as I'll get this ball put back into the dugout. Well, it looks like they're just going to continue to use this ball. I've lost track of the home plate umpire. Oh, there he is. I think he went to gather more balls from the dugout. He just kind of vanished as I was watching the play. 2-1 now the count. Looks back, checks the runner. Now here comes a big swing and a miss here from Aker. Make the count now 2-2 with 2 outs here. Man on second still. 9-5 is your score. Thank you for tuning in with us. If you're just tuning in, my name's Donovan Mann. I'll be the voice of the Grand Lake Mariners this summer as we begin our first exhibition game. As now a called strike 3 will end the inning here. So in this inning, as we enter the 7th inning stretch, there were 1 run scored on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. We will be right back after the 7th inning stretch. You're listening to Mariners Baseball right here on YouTube.
All right, we're beating you in a ball game, guys.
I did help out the rest
Way to go,
Now on the Mariners, Andrew Lauder.
Hello, welcome back out to Portland, Indiana. We have Andrew Loudermilk now taking the mound for the Mariners. Right-handed pitcher standing at 6'2" from Pearland, Texas. He attended Texas Perman Basin this past season. He's entering his junior season there. He went to Dawson High. And in college this past season, he had 18 games with a total of 55 2/3 inning pitched and a 6.95 ERA. He allowed 6 home runs this season. He's getting his warm-up pitches here going. Book is closed on Jordan Peck, I should say. So everything now, from this point on.
Leading up for the Portland Rockets is number 22, Zach Tanner.
This will bring up Zach Tanner to lead it off for the Rockets. Fresh inning of work here for Loudermilk. Nobody on. He gets everything that happens will be accounted to him. He looks in, gets his sign, sets at his belt, delivers. This one will crack off the bat, get into center field, and a diving play made there. He comes up with the catch. What a great play there made by the center fielder and Stacy.
Now batting number 7, Mitch Waters.
This will bring up Mitch Waters, who's now the DH after starting the game on the mound. Easy 1 pitch, 1 out there for Loudermilk. So far getting the easiest work right now for Mariners pitching. There's been quite a struggle for them just finding the command. Again, a lot of them coming off long college seasons. A lot of them, just need that time. But here's this game that they need to get back in rhythm as Waters takes a huge hack at a low fastball. Loudermilk wearing number 14. Sets. He holds his glove right in front of his face as he gets his signs, as he kind of gets the ball in his hand how he wants it, set the right pitch, get the right grip on the ball for the perfect pitch. He finds, he sets, delivers at the belt. He delivers. This will be ball 1 as he misses. 1-1 now the count. See him look in. So we've got this duel going on here between him and Waters. This one will be popped up, and it will go just foul. Third baseman will make the catch. Reminder that coming in defensively is Blake Crossing. He replaced Aker when he pinched hit in the 6th.
Now batting number 26, Christian Becker.
And this will bring in Christian Becker, wearing number 26. This is ball 1. Loudermilk looks, gets ready, gathers, delivers. This one will be low and inside, ball 2. 2-0. Nobody on. Loudermilk had 2 relatively easy outs. He got the first guy to swing at the first pitch, crack it in the middle field. Easy. And a diving catch there made by the center fielder in Stacy. And then he popped out to third into Crossing in foul territory. But now 3-0 is the count as he struggles to find his command here. Sets, delivers. This one will miss, and so it'll be a walk on 4 straight. And so another base runner here for the Rockets.
Number 6, Justin Green.
This will bring up Justin Green, the center fielder. And a base runner has made base in every inning thus far, in all 7 innings now here for the Rockets. So 9-5. Here comes a delivery. This one will be smacked out and will land down in right field for a 2-out single here. And actually, no, they're going to call, I believe they're going to say that Tristan Becker got out at a tag. He may have come off the base as he was running as the throw came in from first base. Or maybe he thought he was going to turn and run and forgot that it was. I heard him come into the dugout. He said, I forgot it was 2 outs. So, in the end, it'll be a fielder's choice for Justin Green. No runs. Scored on no hits. One left on base. No errors. We will head to the top of the 8th. As 9-5, your Mariners trail by 4 with 2 more chances to bring this one in. You're listening to Mariners Baseball right here on YouTube. Hello, welcome back out to Portland, Oregon. We have got some defensive changes going on here. So, previously in right field, it was Henry. Henry got moved to catcher. Krumloff, the catcher, got moved to third base. And then Acosta, who was at third base, got moved to shortstop. We will wait for confirmation on who is in right field in just a second. As we wait. Continue to wait, because the shortstop has now been moved to the mound to pitch. So that means Zach Tanner will now be on the mound to pitch, and he will be going up against number 44 in Hayden Cart. And now 2-0 is the count as he misses again with the second pitch. The first pitch miss as well. We're still waiting on confirmation on who's out in right field. And so it looks like moved as this one will roll out to first. That'll be 1 out here in the inning. Alright, and Levy Wong, who was on first base, got moved . Here comes crossing. We'll look at a first pitch strike right down the plate. 1 out, 0-1 now the count, nobody on. They love to play some fun little games here, mixing up their things. Of course, when you only have 11 players, you can't make a bunch of defensive changes. And they're going to call him safe, crossing with a single into right field. And with the hustle play, crossing gets down the line and will beat out the throw to add a man on first. And of course, there's no video review here because this is not the majors or a bigger school. This is Portland, Oregon, Indiana. So this will bring up Ryan Stacy, the center fielder. He will swing at the first pitch, send it right over to the first base. Double play ball is in order, but it'll just be a fielder's choice as the second baseman could not get it over.
Now batting number 42, Evan Spry.
This will bring up Evan Spry, number 42. After Stacy grounded into a fielder's choice. Spry gets ready for his third at-bat of the game. He walked and struck out in his previous two. This one will be popped up out of play for strike number 1. 9-5 is your score here in the top of the 8th. 2 outs, 1 man on first. The man on first is Ryan Stacy, who grounded into a fielder's choice. Ball outside, 1-1. 9-5 your score here. 1-1 your count here. 2 outs, 1 man on. Tanner sets, gathers, delivers. This one will be high. Ball 2. 2-1 now your count. Tanner gathers the ball in his hand like he wants. Gathers at the belt, delivers. This will be strike 2 looking. Catches the outside of the plate. 2-2 now the count. 2 outs here. Man on first. Trying to keep this inning alive is Evan Spry, who came in and pinched for Jared Morella in the DH spot. And then taking the pitch here. Check swinging is 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Spry looking to keep the inning alive. He's got 1 pitch to do something with. This one will get away. And so on a walk, Spry will head down to first, and off and running was Ryan Stacy, but because the ball kind of got out of control, but it was a ball anyway, so he's just going to have to take his base anyway. So this will bring up Chris Myers, the shortstop, getting his next at-bat. He has struck out looking. He had a double in the 4th, flew out in the 5th, and then a double in the 7th. This one will crack right off the bat instantly. Goes into left field, gets over the head, bounces off the fence. At least one will score. Here comes the second one. And then going in, standing, thinking about going to third, but it'll be 2 RBIs. 9-7 your score here. Mariners on the comeback trail with still 4 outs to do it with, as they now only trail by 2. 9-7 on the 2 out. 2 RBI double by Chris Myers. This will bring up Jake McCall, the first baseman, number 50. With a runner in scoring position, can bring it back within 1 as the Mariners, with a little bit of momentum here in the last couple of innings. This will be a strike, though. Hits the outside of the plate. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. He looks in. Checks the runner back in second. That is Tanner. Looks ready, delivers. This one will be swung into left field. Making the diving catch. No, he can't. Here comes now running around to bring it into first. This will be Chris Myers. And with an RBI single, we are now within 1 run. 9-8 your score. And so this will bring up Tyson Hayes, the catcher wearing number 16, with a chance to keep the inning going with a man on first. 2 outs. 9-8 your score. Mariners working. Tyson Hayes had already had his catcher's gear on, expecting the inning to be over, so he had to kind of like throw it off. He kind of had it half on, just on his legs. He had to throw it off so he could take the mound. This will be strike 1 here, delivered on the outside corner. 0-1 your count, 2 outs. Hayes on the 0-1. This one will be down in the dirt. And then a debate here on who's going to do what. And they will call him out. That was an interesting play there. I will go ahead and describe it. Caught in the middle was Jake McCall. He watched where the ball, he couldn't, I guess, find it after the catcher had blocked it. He kind of stutter-stepped, waited, hopped back between first and second, and then decided to go to second, in which the catcher realized what was happening, picked up the ball, and threw him out. It was an interesting play. Certainly one that ended the inning. So 9-8 is your score heading to the bottom of the second. Mariners back within 1 after trailing 9-5 entering this inning. On this inning, there were 3 runs scored on a total of 3 hits. No errors. We'll be right back in just a few seconds here on YouTube. Do not touch that dial. Hello, welcome back out to Portland, Indiana, where we are getting ready to head to the bottom of the 8th. The Mariners had 3 runs to bring it back within 1 run here. Now in the 8th inning, 9-8 is your score. Rockets still up. Rockets still up by 1 though. It'll be Rico Acosta, the third baseman, wearing number 2. Actually, correction, he got moved over to shortstop in the many defensive changes. Here comes set delivery from Loudermilk. This will be strike 1. 0-1 the count here. Loudermilk gathers at the belt, delivers. This one will be inside, ball 1, 1-1 the count. I think I've noticed with Loudermilk, I think I noticed it in practice the other day too when I was watching. When he delivers, he has one of those all the way around hand movements with his glove hand as this one gets rocketed through the gap and into left field with a leadoff single is Acosta. Loudermilk, when he delivers, he has that like kind of swooshing up and down, like I saw it on the other day watching an Indians game. They were talking about one of the, I believe it was Oliver Perez of the Indians in the bullpen. It was kind of like he said, a magician showing it his hat, like you see it's in my hat, kind of flicking it forward old fashioned. Just something I've noticed. Back to baseball, as we now get to Jaden Henry, the right fielder. Wearing number 30. Actually, correction, I believe Henry got moved to the catcher spot. Again, there were a lot of defensive changes. Throw back to first, just to check the runner. Loudermilk will look in for his sign. Checks back over at first. Just a little bit different gather. Yeah, he doesn't do the one in front of his face. Here comes the deliver. This will be a bunt. A flick over to first for the fielder's choice after it went over to the pitcher. So it'll be a 1-3 ground out. This will be Levi Long. Long now with a runner in score position as the runner did move on the sack bunt, so job done there by Jaden Henry, the right fielder, or the catcher now, I guess. Looks in, delivers. Here's Loudermilk. Big swing and a miss by Long. 0-1 the count, 1 run. 1 out. It is a one-run game at 9-8. Your score, Mariners still trailing. But they will have, if they can get out of this inning clean, they will have 1 more inning, 3 more outs to try to get this game tied. This one will be high for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Looking in. Gathering now at the belt. Looking back at the runner is Acosta at second. High. No. 2 balls and 1 strike. Just giving Acosta a little bit of a look back. Here is Loudermilk. Loudermilk now looks to find it to get his sign. Gathers at the belt. Looks back one more time. Takes a double check. Here we go. This one will be right on the plate for strike 2. 2-2 now the count. Caught the outside of the plate there. 2-2. 1 out. Man on second. Mariners still trailing by 1. Loudermilk having a good game here for the Mariners after coming in relief in the 7th inning to pitch. That is his only inning pitched. This one will be low for ball 3. 3-2 now the count. Loudermilk got an easy fly out, an easy pop out in foul territory to start his at bat. Then he walked, and then he got Justin Green to ground into a fielder's choice. So he's only had to face this be now his 7th batter, which a lot of these Mariners pitchers have struggled today in this exhibition game. But Loudermilk it's pretty keyed in right now, 3-2. The count, he delivers. This one will be inside, and as I say that, he will go ahead and walk Levi Long to bring up Dustin Lewis.
Now batting number 5, Dustin Lewis.
Dustin Lewis, I believe, still playing second base. I think he's one of the only positions not to get changed up here. Lewis on the day has faced a few different pitchers. This will be, I believe, the 3rd one he's faced thus far. He was walked. He gave up a sacrifice. He was walked again in the 4th, had an RBI in the 5th, and then walked again in the 6th. He's been having a good disciplined day at the plate as he gets ready. Looks back here at second, runner at second. Here comes a delivery, low in the dirt, ball 1. 2 balls, no strikes. 2 balls, no strikes here. Loudermilk looks back. Gathers at the belt. And he will step off the rubber just to keep the runners in check. Had a feeling, had those eyes in the back of his head looking at Acosta. Just keeping him in check there as he stepped off the rubber to turn and face him. Mariners do have a pitcher up in the bullpen. It has gotten dark here now in Portland, Oregon. Not a lot of stars that I can see. 3 balls, no strikes here now as he misses with that one. He gathers. He'll look in for his looks back at second for Acosta. Delivers. And this one will hit the outside of the plate for strike number 1. 3-1 now the count. Looks in. Gathers. Looks back to check Acosta. Delivers. This one will be fouled out of play. We've got a loaded count. 3-2 your score. Or 3-2 the count. I'd like to thank you guys for tuning in today. It's been a wonderful evening for baseball. The sun has set. It's still pretty nice out. It was about high of 75 today. Of course, not at game time. Ball 4 is loaded, and the bases are loaded.
Now batting number 46, Cody Krumloff.
Dustin Lewis draws the walk. Cody Krumloff will come up. I believe he has been moved to third base in the many defensive changes. Now we're going to have a meeting on the mound. Just kind of talk it over. Hey, you know what? Keep a... This guy has been very aggressive all day. He is grounded into 2 double plays. He's also flown out, and he had a fielder. He grounded into a fielder's choice RB, and he also got an RBI on the fielder's choice and then error scored another run. So all in all, he hasn't had a great day. You can be a little bit more aggressive, but not too aggressive, because he might just jump on you here with the bases loaded. You don't want to give up anymore, because you still have plenty of chances to win this game here with only 1 out. But if you're Loudermilk, you do not want to give up that extra run. He'll look in, get his sign. The meeting on the mound is over, by the way. Can't catch who the pitcher is. It is a right-hander warming up. This one will be down in the dirt. Hayes will just go ahead and give it back. Says, I don't need a new ball. Pitcher's fine with a little bit of a dirt on the ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Nice double play ball. You've gotten him to ground into 2 today. This one will be high and outside. Ball 2. 2-0 your count. Bases loaded here with 1 out. as Loudermilk is the fifth pitcher to work here today. Big swing and a miss here to bring up the first strike. 2-1 is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike. Cody Krumloff. He can get him into ground into one of those double plays. He's also going to tip this one back at a big swing. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases are still loaded. Loudermilk trying to get himself out of a jam he created. He gathers at the belt, sets, delivers. Big swing, pop up. This one will. Lost the ball here as the shortstop, or the second baseman, and the right fielder were running in, and this will score 1, as the lead is now 10-8 in favor of.
Now batting number 22,
in favor of the Rockets.
Tanner.
So this will bring up Zach Tanner, number 22. He's now pitching. He started the day as shortstop, but he's now on the mound. 10-8 is your score. Only 1 out. Bases are still loaded on the RBI single. Loudermilk looks in, gets his sign, gathers at the belt, delivers. This one will crack right off the bat, goes off the pitcher's shoe, and then we'll roll on. At least 2 will score, and that's all, as we will have now runners at first and second on a 1 out, 2 RBI single. And this one ricocheted off of Loudermilk's foot. Like, absolutely hit him. Otherwise, it was probably going to go right to the second baseman, ending inning double play. Instead, and they're going to go ahead and have him throw some practice pitches, see if that foot's okay. Again, this is just an exhibition. It is just a summer league. You don't want these guys to get too hurt, or you don't want these guys to get dinged up at all, as these are just quote-unquote borrowed players, to use a term I heard. We're talking about the World Cup, or the World Championship Series of baseball. Because again, these are just borrowed players from colleges all around the world. 12-8 is now your score. The lead back up to 4. Looks like Loudermilk is going to keep it going. And this will bring up Mitch Waters, who was hit by a pitch. He had a 2 RBI single. He flew out in the 4th and the 5th. He drew a walk, and then he popped out in the 7th. So this will be the second time he's faced Loudermilk. Set delivery. This one will go right off the bat into left field. And going around, here comes at least 1 more. Here comes the man from first rounding, and it'll be and he will be called out. So they will only get 1 to score, as a great play there and a great throw from left field. So it'll be 13-8 as opposed to 14-8.
Now batting number 26.
Enjoying a lead, you can take a little bit more base running. So that'll be 1 RBI on that play to make it now 13-8. As Loudermilk looks in, gathers, sets, delivers. This will be off the plate, 1-0. The batter is Tristan Becker, wearing number 26, coming up for his next at bat. This one will be popped up, possibly playable, and caught by the first baseman. Actually, no, I believe it did pop out of play. We are heading to the 9th inning here. It is 13-8, your score. We will head to the top of the 8th, or top of the 9th. The Mariners have 3 outs here to try to tie this game or take a lead. You're listening to Mariners Baseball as they trail by 5 right here on YouTube. Welcome back out for possibly the last bit of baseball we have here. We're heading to the top of the ninth. Home team Rockets lead 13-8. Mariners have a 5-run deficit to try to get back here, and this will be Tyson Hayes as he enters up. Still on the mound and trying to complete this game will be Zach Tanner. He only needs 3 outs to do it. 9 strikes. Here comes the delivery. This one will hit the plate for strike number 1. 0-1 the count. Hayes actually was starting an at-bat in the previous inning, but caught trying to steal in the previous inning was a base runner, and that was Jake McCaw. So Hayes will get another crack at it. Here comes the set. Dealer low. 2 balls, 1 strike. After the previous one missed as well. Hayes will step into his righty box. Here comes the set. Deliver from Tanner. This one will miss outside. 3-1 now the count. 3 balls, 1 strike. Tanner trying to get this inning going with a walk or some sort of base hit. Just trying to get on base and then let the rest of the order do. And he will draw a walk. And now coming up, looks like it will be number 3 after the walk. Number 43, Jaron Lovey. Right fielder. He'll try to keep the inning going now. Just try to get on base here. Still no outs, base runner. This one will be low and outside, ball 1. Waters had a pretty good outing. He finished his day with 4 1/3 inning. Only allowed the 2 runs, both earned. He also struck out 7. This one misses this one hits. 1 ball, 1 strike. Comes the set, deliver. This one will be high and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tanner will gather, deliver. A big swing and a miss here. Trying to knock that one out of the park and get this going right was Luffy. He put a lot of power behind that, just not enough ball. So 2-2 now the count. But feel the air off the bat from up here. Here comes set, deliver, tip, foul back. Two and two, still your count. Nobody out, man on first. Mariners trailing by 3, 13-8. He will set at the belt. Here comes the delivery from Tanner. This one will bounce in the dirt and get away, and so moving over to second will be Tyson Hayes. Umpire kind of got in the way with that one. I think the umpire lost kind of track where the ball was going. It just kind of bounced around. Hayes was able to make a break as soon as he noticed the ball was in the dirt. Great play there. Not even a throw attempt. And now we got a runner in scoring position, 13-8, and a 3-2 count. Gathers at the belt. Here comes Tanner to deliver. Big swing and a foul tip back into the netting. So we will go again, 3-2. (13-8) now your score. Still your score, I should say. And this one will be high. Ball 4, so nobody on. Man on second, man on third. And now this will bring on number 11, Stephen Fitzsimmons will get his first at-bat after back-to-back walks.
Now batting number 11, Stephen Fitzsimmons.
Fitzsimmons will come on now for his first chance. After back-to-back walks, and then, of course, advancing to second on the wild pitch was Tyson Hayes. There's the set delivery. This one will miss the plate just a little bit outside. Ball 1. Set delivery here from Tanner. This one will be high. Ball 2. Nobody up in the bullpen here for the Rockets. Not sure if they have anybody really to put up in the bullpen, as they only had 2 bench players to begin with to start the day. 3 balls, no strikes. Tanner getting ready. Gathers at the belt and delivers. This one will be high, and now the bases are loaded. Still nobody out, and we're going to have a meeting on the mound here for the Rockets. And of course, this will bring up now number 18, Logan Adams, to get his first at-bat of the day. So 3 straight walks here by Zach Tanner. And Logan Adams will now come up to bat in a pinch hitting situation after Cart struck out twice and also flew out in the 4th inning. That was a quick meeting here. Nobody out. Bases loaded.
Now batting number 18, Logan Adams.
Logan Adams, righty, wearing number 18 in his first appearance. He is from Knoxville, Tennessee. He attended Knoxville Christian High School. He's a Dartmouth College student right now. Just finished his, and this will be ball 1 here as he misses again. And he's an engineering major. He made 9 appearances. He went 4 for 8 with 2 RBIs this year. Ball 2. Here comes Zach Tanner to gather, delivers. He will hit the plate this time after walking 3 straight. He did have the count loaded last time, 2-1 now the count though on Logan Adams. And this will be ball 3, 3-1 now the count. A little bit more on Logan Adams. High school, he was a 4-year starter. He won 2 National Associations of Christian Athletics World Series as a junior, while finishing runner-up the other 3 years. So he won 1 conference championship, and now he will walk in an RBI. So make it now 13-9. Still nobody out. And we'll have another meeting on the mound. So with nobody out, 13-9, bases still loaded, and Logan Adams will get an RBI walk. And they will change up the pitcher, and they will make it someone from the field. And it looks like Krumloff will now take the mound here for the Mariners. He will, or the Rockets, I should say. He will get some warm-up pitches now here. And we'll see how this all shakes up. Bases are still loaded, nobody out. Mariners now could tie the game. 1 swing of the bat would be a game tire. Up to bat will be number 36, Ryan Stacy. One of the very few to not be pinched hit for in this situation yet. He struck out looking in the first, had a triple in the 3rd, struck out swinging in the 5th, flew out in the 6th, and then grounded into a fielder's choice in the 8th. We are back to the top of the order here. Mariners with a chance now with the bases loaded. Rockets uneasy, which is why Krumloff is now going to be on the mound. And we will catch any other defensive changes, but I believe they will move Tanner now to shortstop again. And I think they'll move Acosta back to 3rd.
Now on the mound for your Portland Rockets is number 46, Cody Krumloff. Now batting is number 10, Blake Crossing.
So Tanner is responsible for every man on base. Let's actually bring up number 10, Blake Crossing, before we get to the top of the order. Blake Crossing pinched hit for Justin Diaz. He had an RBI single and another single, so he's 2 for 2 on the day. This one will be popped straight up and back behind me here on the 3rd base line, above the dugout on the 3rd base in the press box. That'll be strike 1. 0-1 now the count. This will be a low ball, so 1-1 now the count. Krumloff, he gathers, delivers. This one will be fouled back and out of play behind the third base dugout again. So 1 and 2 now, the count. Krumloff now ahead in the count, 1 and 2 against Crossing, who already is 2 for 2 on the day. This one will be popped back and off the netting. Two balls, 2 strikes, your count. Crossing trying to keep alive to keep this inning going. Here comes the set. This one will be high. Ball 3, 3 and 2 now, and the Rockets in danger of walking in another RBI. It's a very patient at-bats here for the Mariners, working these counts full. And this one will be cracked off the bat. It'll go into left field, making the diving catch, tagging and going home. Here comes number 43, and Jaron Lovey scoring on that play. So now we've got a man on first and a man at second on the sac RBI to make it 13 to 10. This will bring up Brian Stacy. One swing of the bat, he could tie it. We already saw 1 home run in this game. It was not from Stacy though. It was from Jake McCaw in the 4th inning. It was a 2-shot home run when the score was then 4-0. He made it 4-2. Stacy here, top of the order. He looks at a strike 1. 0-1 now the count. Only 1 out though, but he does not want to ground into a double play here and any hopes of a comeback. He would certainly probably just want to put this one in play, possibly load the bases back up again here, because he'll pop this one right over to shortstop, and he will actually ground into a fielder's choice. Stacy, though, with some hustle down the line to move the runner to third. However, the runner at second is out. We have now 2 outs, and we are 1 out away from this game being over. 13 to 10, still your score, 2 outs. After Stacy grounds into his second fielder's choice. This will bring up Evan Spry, who pinched hit for Jared Morello in the 5th. Spry has walked out, struck out. He has walked twice and struck out once. Spry wears number 42. Loves to keep the inning going, though. Pretty standard. Comes the set, deliver. This one will be outside ball 1. Infield playing at normal depth all the way around the horn. Of course, the first baseman is keeping the runner at first at check, and that, of course, is Stacy, who just grounded into a fielder's choice. This one will go off the glove, and then coming home and running in on the wild pitch and scoring. So now it'll be 13 to 11. So 13 to 11 on the wild pitch. Scoring will be Steven Fitzsimmons, and now a runner at second for Spry, but it is still 2 outs here. 2 balls, no strikes. No quit in this Mariners team tonight. Three to nothing. And this will be off the mitt, and then moving over to third now after the walk. So another walk. This will bring up Chris Myers, the shortstop, and he has a chance to do something big, possibly make it 13 to 12. Man on first, a good swing, and the speed of Spry could possibly bring this into a tied game if the ball is placed in the right spot. 2 outs, 13 to 11 here in the top of the 9th. Strike 1 hits the plate from Krumloff. The set, the deliver. This one will be struck up the bat. It will be stopped by the shortstop, but he bobbles it, and so we are in a one-run ball game here now. It's 13 to 12 off of the single here. So Chris Myers will get an RBI single and bring up Jake McCaw.
Now batting number 50, Jake McCaw.
Jake McCaw would love to drive in at least one more and guarantee another extra inning. Mariners have no quit right now in this exhibition game as they look at strike one. They trailed as much as 5 twice in this game, but have brought it up. Now back to a one-run game, which they did earlier in the 8th before letting up 4 runs in the 8th. So 1 ball, 1 strike here for Jake McCaw. Of course, he struck out. He did have the 2-run shot. He's walked. He's flown out, and he had an RBI, but they are down to their last strike, are the Mariners at 1-2. 13-12. Runner on first, runner on second. McCaw. Tanner Krumlof gathers, delivers. Fouled back and out of play. Staying alive for at least one more pitch. One ball, 2 strikes. Krumlof gathers at the letters. Looks in, delivers. This one will be cracked. Down and out of play. Staying alive. Here, the left-handed batter in Jake McCaw. If McCaw reaches base, he is the 9th man to bat in this inning. It would bring up Tyson Hayes, the catcher, who is in the on-deck gravel over there. There's no circle, it's just on-deck gravel. Here comes the set deliver. A big swing right at the first baseman. It's going to be a foot race, but he's going to miss it. And they're running and coming home. Here comes number 42, and that is Evans Fry. We have a tied ball game here in the top of the 9th, 13-13. And the Mariners once again have the bases loaded. Correction. They do not have the bases loaded because the runner moved from first to second on the bobble by the first baseman. I will go ahead and probably rule that an error. The first was pretty routine play there by the first baseman and the pitcher. Krumlof will stay on the mound after a very brief meeting on the mound, including the manager. Runner on second, runner on third. Up comes is Tyson Hayes. The game is tied, so we are guaranteed at least the bottom of the 9th. Here comes the deliver. It'll be strike 1 on the inside of the plate. 13-13. 0-1 your count. 2 out still. Mariners have not led in this game. This is the first time since the first inning that it has been tied. This one will be cracked into left. This will score at least 1. Coming around third. Here comes and it'll score 2 easily. And the Mariners take a 15-13 lead here in the top of the 9th. On the 2-out RBI single. At his second at bat for Tyson Hayes. So this will bring up Jaron Lovely, who will pop up and out of play. Mariners now only have 1 man at first who cleared the bases. Jaron Lovely, one of the only lone survivors in this lineup who has not. And now we have a throwing error here back to first base, allowing the runner at first to move over, and that is, of course, Tyson Hayes, the catcher. He moves from first to second now. 15-13 with a runner in scoring position. Krumlof looks back, check the runner at second. Now he will set, deliver. This one will be popped up and back behind us here in the third base dugout / press box. 15-13, Mariners would love to get some run support. There is a man warming up in the bullpen. It is a right-hander. We will catch who that is, as he will probably come on here in the third. This will be up high, ball 1. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes here. There are a couple foul lofts, 1 out. 15-13 is your score. The Mariners lead for the first time. Here comes the set. This one almost got away from the catcher, who after some defensive changes is Henry, who started out in right field. 2-2 now your count. Krumloff will look back at second to check the runner. He will set, deliver, and this one will be up and inside to make it 3-2. Working the count full is Lovely in his second at-bat of the inning. Tyson Hayes, the runner on second, might be running here on this pitch. Rain or shine. Here comes the set. This one will be fouled back and out of play. He was moving, but only on contact. 15-13. If you're just tuning in with us, thank you. I'm Donovan Mann, the new voice of the Mariners. And this will be strike 3 called. And the inning of nightmares here for the Rockets will finally end with the Mariners finally up. They are up 15-13 heading into the bottom of the 9th. And the Rockets have a chance. They need 3 to win it, 2 to tie it. We are heading to the bottom of the 9th. We will be right back here on YouTube. Hello, welcome back out here to Portland, Indiana. We have a new pitcher on the mound trying to go for a save is Max Gray, a right-handed pitcher from Indianapolis, Indiana. He attends Tennessee Wesleyan College. He is a senior there. He attended Lawrence North High. He's had 3 games this past season. His this past season, 2 innings pitched, 4.5 ERA, and all they need is 3 outs here to finish this one out. Being up first to bat, it will be number 6, Justin Green here, trying to start an inning off here.
On the mound for the Mariners is number 9, Max Gray.
In high school, Max Gray, he was ranked 23rd best prospect out of Indiana. That was by perfect game. (15-13) your score here. Max Gray getting some warm-up pitches here. He'll be facing Justin Green, Rico Okada, and then Jaden Henry are your first 3 due up. And for the Mariners, you're hoping it's your only 3 up. You're wanting that 1, 2, 3 inning that has escaped you yet this game.
6, Justin Green.
Justin Green, a lefty, will be going up against the righty. One last conversation between the catcher, Hayes, and the pitcher, Gray, on the mound before we get ready to go. It is 10:23 here local time. Thank you for tuning in with us. I am Donovan Mann here to call you what could be the last inning of baseball here in Portland, Oregon. Gray will gather, get his pitch at the belt. He sets, throws. Strike 1 as this one hits the heart of the plate. 15-3, no balls, 1 strike. Gray Wants to redo it. Calls off his first pitch and then wants to redo it. Sets. Says, yep, that pitch is good. Rico Acosta, the third base, or yes, he has been moved back to third base after Krumloff got moved to the mound.
Rico Acosta.
Rico Acosta has been probably one of the best hitters as far as patience at the plate is concerned for the Rockets. He's drawn 2 walks and 2 singles. He did ground out in the first inning, but he has gotten a lot of 0-2 counts that he has continued to work full. And 2 of them resulted in a walk. 1 of them resulted in a hit. Here comes Gray to deliver to Acosta. This one will be cracked off the bat into center field, running in to make the play, and he does. Great play and great catch there. Out is Stacy, and now just 1 out away are the Mariners from a comeback victory here in their first exhibition game of the 2018 summer. Yeah, I know it's just an exhibition game, but it's still a game, and it's still a great time to like build momentum and build a team spirit here for the Mariners. To say they can come back against, well, they can come back against, it's not a league opponent, but they managed to keep in. They didn't hang their heads down low as the first pitch misses, low and outside. You didn't give up. You didn't just say, well, let's just go home. They kept fighting, which is a credit to, in the short time, what kind of atmosphere they've built here. And they've only had 2 practices together, but still, you never want to see quit in any. This one will get rocketed out to left, and it will get down here for a base hit. It'll probably be for 2, and they will hold him at second. Here is the center fielder. It was trying to come back for it and make the play out in left field was Cart, but our correction now out there is Logan Adams. And
now batting number 21, Levi Long.
Levi Long will now come up, number 21. So that's a 2-out single for Jaden Henry. And still alive here now with a man in scoring position are the Rockets. Number 25, Levi Henry, the first baseman. He has been hit by a pitch. He's walked a couple times as well. He's popped out, and he's struck out. Gathers at the letters. Checking back at second is Gray. Looks one more time. Sets, delivers. This one will be low, ball 1. Want to know your count? 15-3 still your score here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Mariners 3 strikes away. 1 ground out, 1 fly out, 1 pop out, 1 out away from winning this one. And this one will be low as well, ball 2. Looks in, gathers at the letters, looks back one more time, sets, throws, and this one will be high now and near the face. 3 balls, no strikes. Runner still on second. Gray looking for that one last out, but now he's down in the hole. 3-0 up against Levi Long. Here comes the set, and he'll walk him up 4 straight pitches. So the inning continues here with a man on first, man on second. And that's the 3rd walk of the day for Levi Long. Dustin Lewis now comes up. The top of the order is now ready to go, at least with Dustin Lewis. Then it'll become Cody Krumloff, who took over on the mound after he started at catcher, then played some third. Gathering, looks back one more time at the runner at second. Here comes Gray to deliver. This will be strike 1 here as it hits the outside corner on the low end. 0-1 the count here. 2 strikes away for Gray for the save. He looks, he gathers, he delivers. This one will be out, and this one will be fouled back and into the netting. 0-2 the count. Gray looking for that one last strike, that one last out, any way he can get it here to end this game and give the Mariners the 15-13 win Go back over with the sign, Gray says. Okay, we'll go with that one, he says. He sets, looks back, delivers. This one will be outside, and the runners will advance here on the wild pitch. And now 2 runners in scoring position, 2 runners that could tie it here with a base hit, 1 ball, 2 strikes. A little bit of a rally now growing here with the Rockets. Gray just needs that one last strike. Could be a swing and a miss. Could be a look out. He doesn't care. He could get a pop out, fly out, ground out. He doesn't care. And this one will be popped back and out of play behind the netting. And so we will go again. Still 1-2 is your count with 2 outs. Go again with the sign, Gray says. He has to look in again. And now time is going to be called here for Dustin Lewis. Gray gathers, delivers, and this one will be low for ball 2. 2-2 now your count, 2 outs, 15-13 still your score. Man on second, man on third after they advanced on the wild pitch. Max Gray trying to put this game away. The Indianapolis, Indiana native, the home of racing, so they say. This one will be high and outside. 3-2 now. As Max Gray, now 3-2 after the count was 0-2. Working to count full now is Dustin Lewis and trying to keep this inning alive. Here comes the delivery. This will be high for ball 4. So a walk, and now the bases are loaded for Krumloff to come up and try to do some damage. Krumloff has grounded into a couple double plays. He's flown out. He grounded into a fielder's choice, and he did have an RBI single, though, in the most previous inning in the bottom of the 8th. And he'll be certainly looking to drive something in here. A meeting on the mound here with Gray and head coach Jacob Burke. He'll say his quick thing.
46, Cody Krumloff.
Hayes got involved as well with the conversation, but they've said what they need to say, and they are ready to get going. Cody Krumloff with a chance to break this open, tie it, maybe even give the walk-off here with a enough swing. Max Gray with a chance to save it. Big swing and a miss, and certainly I think Krumloff was certainly, I think, thinking maybe ending it right there with that swing. Sets, delivers. This one will be low and inside, ball 1. 1-1 to count. 15-13. There is nobody up in the Mariners bullpen as of right now. Delivers. And he will hit Krumloff, so we will walk in an RBI on the hit by pitch. And so now 15-14, and the Rockets are still alive. Zach Tanner now comes, the shortstop. I believe he's been moved to the shortstop after he spent a stint on the mound. Correct, he has. He has doubled, he has walked, he has singled. He has also flown out to center a couple times. Most recently, he also had a 2 RBI single. And so 15-14, 2 outs, bases loaded. Max Gray, the third pitcher to hit a Rocket with a pitch. And the 4th time a Rocket has been hit by a pitch here. Max Gray delivers. This one will be right on the heart of the plate. Strike 1. Look in. 0-1. Max Gray sets, delivers. This one will be low for ball one. 1-1 now the count. Two outs, 15-14 here in the bottom of the first, or bottom of the ninth. Bases are loaded. Gray sets, delivers. This one will be popped up. It'll be high, moving over, and this one will get out of play. Right fielder out there was moving over. That was Jaron Lovey. He was moving over, but this one ended up out of play. He stopped probably about halfway between his original spot and the line. Gray now with one more strike. All he needs is that one more strike to end this game. It is 1-2, 2 outs. Bases loaded, 15-14. Gray sets, delivers. This one will be low, ball one. 2-2 now the count. Bases are still loaded. At the plate here, trying to break this one open, either tie it or give the walk-off, will be Zach Tanner. Now playing shortstop, wearing number 22. Here comes the set, deliver. And this will be outside, ball three. And so, loaded count now, 3-2. And so another ball ties the game up, and we will have at least extras and give the Rockets a chance to win it. A strike here ends the game. And this will be ball four, and so we have a walk-in RBI to tie the game. It is now 15-15, 2 outs, bases still loaded, and bringing up Mitch Waters.
Now batting number 7, Mitch Waters.
If you like high-scoring baseball, that's what you've got here. It is 15-15, 2 outs, bases loaded here. Rockets now with the chance to win with one swing of the bat. Here comes the set, deliver, throw. Strike one. 0-1 here. Max Gray once again gets off to an 0-1 start. Gray gathers up the letters, set, delivers. This one will be low, ball one. Max Gray just wants this inning to be over, but he gathers, sets, delivers. This one will crack off the bat. It'll get into the gap. It'll be stopped. Flipped over to first, and he will not get it. It will be a walk-off RBI single here for Mitch Waters. And so walking away with this one, 16-15, the hometown Portland Rockets. After entering in with a 15-13 lead, all they needed was 3 to win it, and the Portland Rockets will do such. We will step aside for a brief minute, give you my final thoughts on this game, and then we will say goodnight until tomorrow. We will be right back. You're listening to Mariners Baseball right here on YouTube. Hello and welcome back out here to Portland, Indiana. The Mariners dropped their first of 2 exhibition games here. Exhibition games against the Portland Rockets. They will be playing again tomorrow against this team in Montgomery Field this time. They give up the walk-off here in the bottom of the ninth. They took the only lead they had in the game in the top of the ninth. They took 15-13. But then Max Gray came on, could not get the save, could not put them away. He got 2 outs multiple times, had batters down to 2 strikes, but just could not get them. Ended up walking in a couple RBIs that tied it. And then the RBI single by Mitch Waters to come up clutch and finish this game off. If you take away something from this game for the Mariners, is there's a couple things you can take away for the Mariners. They didn't give up, even though this is an exhibition game. It'd just be easy for them to, you know, bow their heads, say goodnight, and not care anymore. say, well, we'll try again tomorrow on our turf. You could say that. You could say anything else, but they continue to fight. They continued to try, which is a good thing here for this team early on in these exhibition games. You certainly would love to see that continue on as they play the rest of the season and get into the regular season. Another thing you can take away from this game is maybe some more work needs to be done for the pitchers, just trying to get their control. You had four batters hit by a pitch. I'm sure they'll be feeling those tomorrow, even though these aren't major league fastballs going at 95, sometimes 100 miles per hour. They still hurt. And so certainly you'd love for that. You'd love for them, see them get their control, just gather it up. Again, maybe it was an exhibition. They didn't have their focus too hard. We'll see as goes further. And then one last thing you could say is they worked on plate discipline, and they'll have a practice Friday they can work on. They'll have one more exhibition game against these Portland Rockets tomorrow at 7 at Montgomery Field. Feel free to catch it here on YouTube Live, same channel. And that'll just about do it. Thank you all for tuning in. I'd like to thank a couple of people before heading out. I'd like to thank the Grand Lake Mariners for welcoming me aboard here and allowing me to do this broadcasting internship as I improve here as a broadcaster and improve my craft, I should say. See, I need improvement all over the place. I'd also like to thank the coach, Jacob Burke, for allowing me to broadcast this team as well, because that's sometimes up to him. I'd like to thank Kevin McOwen for allowing me on as well. I'd like to thank all the people who are involved in getting me here. That's why I thank you, everybody, for involved who allowed me to get here. And I will see you guys tomorrow here. Same time at 7:05, roughly 7 o'clock, first pitch. Except this time it'll be at Montgomery Field. Look forward to catching you there. I'll be broadcasting for the brand new press box they've got there. I'm Donovan Mance signing off, saying thank you for listening, and go Mariners.